Welcome back for some Noita! It's been a little bit since I've streamed this, but I've been craving to play more of it. A bunch lately. So here we are, back with some more Noita nonsense. We're gonna jump right in and get to it. We do have the stream integration here, so you'll see some prompts in the bottom right. Feel free to put that number in the chat if you want to make that thing happen. Otherwise, it'll pick one at random. Let's hop in here. We got a couple of different objectives here that I've kind of observed in the past, and we'll see if I can make any of them happen, because my success rate on these runs offline has been pretty good recently. I don't know if I've ever actually had any like streaks of victories, but in part it's because I don't actually finish a lot of my runs. In my last couple of runs, many of them have actually made it to the final boss, but then I've gone and tried to explore some weird places and gotten murdered eventually somewhere else, so they didn't count as a win. So, we'll see if I can reproduce some of those nice results here for everyone. But no promises. We will see. Hey Eisenhower, good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. We've got not a whole lot going on here so far. This is not my favorite starting spell, although it is a decent one to have. And our fire bolts aren't my favorite either, so... Our whole starting layout is a little bit on the weird side. Hey, Kristen. It's going well. I hope you're doing well, too. Man, there is actually no path down here. We're gonna have to dig ourselves away onto the next part of the floor, because everything... Why did it randomly explode? I guess turning everything into snow detonated the bomb. I needed that. It wasn't in position yet. Okay, there's a way down over there. Ow, though. Alright. I am stuck in ice that just immediately formed around me when I went in the water. Right beside another explosive device. Please get me out of here. Heretic's Fork demo got an upgrade, so getting around to playing it. I don't know what that is, but I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, I've never actually seen holiday mode triggered either, so I had no idea what to expect. I wasn't expecting it to explode me, that's for sure. But, so it goes. What is this? Chilly water. Is that gonna hurt us if we go in it? I'm gonna assume yes, but let's find out. I don't think I've ever seen water classified as chilly water. Actually, I can't break this, can I? Or is it just that it immediately freezes around you? It doesn't seem to hurt you. Well, what we want is the chest that's at the bottom here. We'll see if we're able to get it. Hey, DMWMP. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. I guess because it's made of snow and not wood, it doesn't fall over. It is locked in place by the physics of the thing. Well, that's not quite what I wanted. There we go. Oh, the chest is transmuted. I guess the Berserkian potion was in the chest before it stopped being a chest again. Weird. Well, that's a new effect at least, so if nothing else, it was interesting to know what happens there. But not so great for us getting some good stuff to start. A single tower defending his waves game with a bit of roguelike deck building? Oh, interesting. Doesn't really sound like my jam from the description, but I hope you're enjoying it. There is not a whole lot of anything going around over here. We have a broken wand. There's a bit of health, which would be nice if we can get up there. Although right now, we're just on fire again, so let's hop into the goo to defire ourselves, and that'll also make us fireproof enough to probably get across here. Nice. Never mind being fireproof, the whole area is on fire again, because it's all made of oil. There's been some interesting things that I've found in some recent runs. A little while ago, I killed a boss that we haven't seen on stream yet, and as a reward for killing him, I gained access to a new class of very interesting spells that let you do some crazy things with your wands. So, hopefully, we'll be able to get a couple of those this run and do some real shenanigans with them. Portal to the east. Well, I mean, okay, I'm gonna grab this broken wand and this heart, and then we'll jump in the portal to the east. I don't know where that's gonna take us. We're just in the dark. What just happened? What just happened? I don't know what that portal did, but we didn't go anywhere. Or at least, it doesn't look like we went anywhere. Snow is still there. I don't know what that did. Alright, I'm just gonna go with the, if we don't know what it did, at least it probably isn't hurting us approach, and we're gonna move along. Okay, so far we have very little money and nothing else in terms of wands, and things are pretty rough. So let's see if we can get at least money or wands. Something to help us get a better start here would go a long way. We got a pot of oil there. Not having a digging tool in the early stages makes it really tough to get around. Surprisingly so. I don't believe there was a major update yet. The last update I think was still June. But I believe there is a bunch of stuff that's been going on in the betas. So there may be stuff that they're working on that got included in this list, even though it hasn't actually fully been a major update yet. I don't know exactly how that would even work, but I could see it being possible. Can we dig through this with a firebolt? There's gotta be more to this area we can get to. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can make some progress here. As of right now, some hommies are a really nice benefit. Something that'll actually get us some money. And a wand! Hey, okay. We're starting to get somewhere now. Let's see what we can do with this. I had a really interesting run recently with... It's the same spell I already have, great. A really interesting run recently with homing rocks. Another really interesting run recently with boomerang lasers. That one was fun. So we'll see if we can make some weird stuff happen today. I hope so. Oh, we got a random perk. Ah, stainless armor. Okay. Stainless armor is not bad. It's not going to be great for us because right now we still bleed. So if we get hit, we immediately get stained with our own blood, which makes it so that stainless armor stops working. But it means that if we get hit while we're not currently damaged or covered in a stain, we take 50% less damage. So it is a very powerful blocking perk. It just doesn't proc most of the time because getting hurt makes you bleed and bleeding stains you. But if we can get like gas blood or something else that makes us bleed non-liquids, then that won't be a problem. Does this go all the way to the surface today? It goes close. It does actually go to the surface. Huh. Well, we don't want to be up there, we want to be down here. We just want to be down below where we are right now. The game just doesn't want to let us do that very easily. If we can bring this box over, there's a gap down here we can blow open, and that'll let us get to where we want to be. But it is a little tricky to maneuver these crates sometimes. There we go. Alright, there's another wand and a bunch more money waiting to happen, so that's good. We are starting to get a little low on health, so we may need to get out of here before too much longer. But if we can dodge some of these shots, we should be in a good spot. I actually don't have a good toxic sludge purifier yet. So have to be a little bit more careful than that, maybe. Oh, good, saw blades. That's going to be safe for us. Now, I don't know if we can actually tunnel through the darker stone here or not. Our digging tools are very bad. But we want to get that health up. If we just fire this straight down, does it have the force to punch all the way through? What about this one? Do you have a better recharge on this one? Slightly. And we're through. Nice. Okay. Not the most efficient digging option, but at least it gets us through to the stuff we can see. Are you kidding? This is our third wand that only has the same spell in it. Okay. We have 3 wands that all cast Firebolt and nothing else. That's fine. Alright, well, I would ideally like to have, like, another 100 or 2 more gold before we get into the first shop, in case there's a wand or 2 we want to buy. But I don't know if that's going to happen. So we might just need to roll on and see what we can make do with here. There's a frog in there we can be careful about. I would love to go pick up that gold, but we cannot afford to. We don't have a way to put the fire out, and it's in oil anyway, so it's just going to be more persistent. Remove liquids. Oh. I don't know if there are any liquids around us. Alright, well, it's starting to get a little hostile over there. There's lots of gold on the ground, I just can't grab any of it. Oh, no, 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 you can stay away, it's fine. I did have one very silly run-ending event happen recently where I came across a ghost from a previous run, and it had one of my rapid-fire murder wands. So I just exploded immediately. It just vaporized me. Alright, what do we have in here? We have very little money, so if there's anything we want, we have to hope it's on the same wand. The chainsaws are always good, but none of these are super exciting. I'll probably just buy this for now. Let's put both of our firebolts on the same wand. Buy this. I might actually put them on this one, because this is my only decent non-shuffle wand. It's not even decent, I'm just going to swap it out. But we aren't actually planning to use this right now, I just want these components for later. Alright. What do we have here? Breathless, big kicks, and bombs are items. I don't really want any of those. Let's spend 200 bucks to reload. We got Wand Experimenter. That is a really nice one for making our runs more survivable. Let's go. Speaking about new wands, it's not a good wand, but we can hold on to it, and if we need to heal, that'll be a way to heal now. Ah, that's a mimic. If you ever see a chest that floats or is stained, you know it is a mimic. Which is sad, because killing a mimic is way less good than killing, you know, opening any kind of chest, basically. Short of the ones that are just a bomb. But I'll take the 3 gold anyway. It's fine. If nothing else, this seed has one good thing going for it, which is that we've already got 2 health ups. So we have a chance of getting a decently survivable run going here, health-wise, if nothing else. A lot of health usually all gets blown away in the same instant, no matter how much of it you have, but we can hope. We can hope it'll make a difference. Alright, staining ourselves with blood like this gives us more crit chance, but it does prevent our stainless armor from working, so I may not want to be constantly bloody if I can help it. What do we got going on here? Lots of basic enemies. The problem with that wand we got earlier is it has a super long refire rate. So the recharge on it is going to make it basically unviable to actually use. Ow. Otherwise, being able to fire some luminous drills quickly would actually be very useful as an immediate form of better damage than these tiny little piddly shots. Treasure rain. Nice. Some free gold to make up for our rough start. Thanks, chat. Specifically, either Eisenhonig or Krishnan. I don't know which of you voted for this. I couldn't get to it all fast enough. Rats. That's fine. Well, that hurts a lot. Taking a shotgun directly to the face as this guy plummets into the air is a very mean thing to do, game, but we'll make it work. Got a selection of rats coming for us now. The sound is getting a bit weird. That rat just exploded for no reason. I guess maybe he suffocated? But I don't think we shot him. I think he just turned into a little gold explosion. Why is the sound already broken? We've hardly done anything in this run yet. I guess we need to restart it real quick just to make sure that it unbreaks itself. Yeah, now we can hear our spells again. Don't know what happened there, but hopefully it'll cooperate now. We still don't really have any way to dig. There's an item inside there that I only noticed now. This might be somewhere we have to use our digging wand, which is nice because we could actually get some health out of it now. Oh, it just takes so long to reload. It's better than not being able to dig, but it's not much better. It fires 6 spells at a time, so just a blast of lasers every time you click it. Amazing. Alright, let's see what else we can do here. We don't have anything super exciting happening here yet, but we got some potential with this one so far. We got some potential. Wand Experimenter means we have a lot more potential survivability than some runs get. So if we can make anything happen with it, we'll be in a good spot. We just gotta find some wands that we can use to heal with. It's weird how there must be like a little tiny pixel above this mess here that was causing some of our bolts to ricochet backwards, because that's weird. Another treasure raid! Okay. I get it. We got gold. Thank you. We'll put that to good use, I'm sure. Whoa, there's a dead... I'm stuck inside this! Get off me! Well, we lost some of the gold because we got stuck inside a wall, but... that's a pretty decent wand, actually. Mana charge isn't very good, but the cast time and cast delay are both manageable. 7 capacity is pretty decent. I'll hold on to that for a second. Now, I think we fired our luminous drill wand enough that we won't be able to... Whoa! Whoa! I forgot he picked that up. Yep. I forgot he could pick that up. It's fine. It's fine. I should not have put that down right next to a bunch of enemies nearby, but that's, we call that a skill issue. I don't know if if I preferred him having the saw blades over magic bolts and fireball orbit, though, because that is also pretty nasty for enemies to be firing at you wantonly, so... we'll just, forget that ever happened and move on. What have we got over here? Anything interesting? So far, no. Just people with shotguns. Now, one of the things we can use these little firebolts for is for breaking through wood pretty easily, so this is a convenient place for us to use our current only digging tool. Or only fast digging tool. You know what? It doesn't even really qualify as that. It is a digging tool. Alright. Let's just blow that up so it doesn't hurt us later, and make our way through here. We do have another option for healing again, if we want to use it. We might come back up there in a second. First, let's just take a... that doesn't go anywhere. Alright. Never mind. We will not take a peek down there. We will come straight up here. That's okay, though. There's some more loot waiting for us, and some more enemies that we should be able to take out without too much trouble. There's a dead rat behind us. I don't know what happened to him, but it was probably one of these two. Okay. Let's avoid getting blown up there. There's a big pool of pheromone and Berserkium here, which is kind of weird. Maybe there was an alchemist fight there? It's not arson, it's an excavation. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, you get it. Let's dump the acceleratium here, because I don't think we're going to want this. What we are going to want is to steal some of that pheromone if we can. Acceleratium is good if we're spending time on the surface, but we want to get down here and not suffocate. So there's always going to be a little bit of Berserkium in there too, which is not ideal. If you have a pheromone potion, you do not want it to also be making things have a damage buff. So if I can get rid of the Berserkium by dumping some out here, that would be helpful. But I don't know how much of it is actually pheromone to begin with. It's looking pretty empty already, and it's still mixed. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think Berserkium is flammable, is it? No. Yeah, you're gonna love me, but you're gonna be mad about it? Exactly. Well, I guess we'll have a Berserkium flask instead for now. Nice. Berserkium does some nice things for us. It makes our damage go up a little bit. It makes our explosive effects be larger, so it's still decent to have some on hand. But, not as useful at not dying as a bit of pheromone is for you. Because with this, you can see our explosion radius is significantly larger. So if we're going to dig with this, it makes it much faster with a little bit of Berserkium in you. That's a pretty junk-looking wand there, unfortunately, but at least now we know. Is there a way under here? Who knows? Yeah, that is one of the most embarrassing ways to blow yourself up in this game, is to have a healing spell, but also have a damage buff on you, so that the healing spell now hurts you instead of healing you. Because that is a very embarrassing way to go. Also, we're about to get bullied here. I don't have enough damage to be able to hurt these guys faster than they can beat me up. I gotta switch to our firebolt here just to kill him a little faster. Shooting right over his head. There we go. The only problem with our current healing wand is that it is a little bit prone to setting us on fire. Because it has a fireball orbit in it, which makes it a very dangerous thing to cast if we're actually low on health. To be honest, this is probably about prime time to start firing it. This construction looks like it might have a shop behind it. It does have a shop behind it. There's a teleport bolt in there. I'll buy that. We don't have a way to get around our, Oh no. Summon Stavari? We don't like Steve. We don't like Steve. Steve is gonna murder us if he finds us, so we need to leave. Oh, looks like he got a little distracted though. He is a mean little fella. We definitely can't fight him. I wanted to go this way. I was gonna try and go into the fungal cavern because one of the things that I want to experiment with is getting a big bag of fungus and messing with some interesting altars we found around the world. But that can't be this run, at least not right now, because we absolutely cannot reasonably fight a Steve. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to get out of here then. Because we just do not have the kind of firepower needed to take him down. Oh, he's coming. Oh, and there's a teleporting wizard. Great! Okay, bye! Oh, great, I'm in the depths. We skipped our holy mountain. That's not good. I'm also still poisoned and getting shot to death, so we are in big trouble right now. That was really quite bad. Alright. That's supposed to be in the shop. Oh my goodness. We just got sniped. By not a sniper even. Just by a guy with a shotgun. I'm about to die. Okay, at least that put the fire out, but now we are definitely gonna die. Oh my goodness, there are people everywhere! Alright, well, if we had been able to get into the store, we probably would have been okay. That full heal would have saved us. But that was not to be the case, because we still had 0 seconds of teleportasis on us. That's fine, we go again. Okay, let's give it another shot here. See if we can get a decent start here before we inevitably have to fight another Steve. Yeah, Eisen explained it well. It's a Guardian of the Holy mountain area, where if you basically cause problems, he's the punishment you face. So having to fight the punishment for breaking the rules without having gotten any benefits from breaking the rules yet is usually pretty hard, especially at the start of a run. If you find him later on, he's often not that big of a deal, but early like that, we were in trouble. So it goes. We'll get back into this. Is it gloomy in here? Oh, I hate the gloomy debuff. So, because it's gloomy in here this time, everywhere we go will darken after we leave it, instead of normally staying lit once you've explored them. So that will be a bit of a problem, but we'll hopefully not get too lost in the same areas. We're looking for things like this. Since they glow even through the darkness, we can use them to navigate to interesting items. Although not if there are walls there. Oh, more treasure rain. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick up much of this one, because there's lots of walls between me and the stuff here, but I will take what treasure I can grab. Lovely. Not being able to see where it is also does make it a little bit trickier to pick up, but we got some. Can't complain too much. That is a whole pile of hummies. Wow. Just gonna kick some more boxes at them. If enemies die from accidents, they drop twice as much gold, and being slapped by a physics object, even if you kicked it, is considered an accident by the game. So, you can get some extra cash quickly that way if you need it. We need to get in here, though, because there's a life up in there. And that would be very nice. I wasn't able to pick up all the gold they dropped because of the way it fell into fire, but at least we got some of it up. Is there a way to get around and above here? Not all the way around, it doesn't seem, but we'll see what we can figure out. Refill our water while we're here. And we'll keep rolling. That was the thing I blew up. There's the... It's amazing he's not dying instantly. These guys are very weak to water, so as soon as we purify that goop, he just instantly dies. Since they're made of fire and bleed lava, it turns out being touched by water is not their favorite thing. Alright, we got a pretty decent haul here money-wise. Nothing in the way of interesting wands or spells yet to give us a bit more options, but at least we've got some cash that we can put to good use. A lot of hummies coming to die on us here. Not that I mind, it's more free money. Ow. The other problem with this Curse of Darkness thing, the gloom, is that it's really difficult to tell where enemies are off-screen. It's easy to get shot off-screen at the best of times, but when you have an even more reduced field of vision, it seems to happen even more so. Alright. We are gonna probably need to get out of here pretty quick. We got a vat of Berserkium again, with a chest underneath it, so I guess we can annihilate this completely. Yeah, that bomb's pretty big, because when we're covered in Berserkium, it makes the bomb effect even huger. So, we'll take that nice little 200 gold nugget there. Do I want any of this? No, I don't have another potion case to put it in. There's a shop in there. I might want to see if I can get into that. And there's another potion at the top here. A wand, rather, at the top here. Let's swing around and see what that is. Well, that's actually perfect. Thank you, folks. Remove liquids. Oh, that's a very good wand. Okay. We got some potential here. This thing is already fast. We got some potential here. It's got a couple slots in it. It's got decent mana for this stage of the game. We might be able to do something with this one. Let's just blow that ledge up so I can go see what's in that shop. Is there anything good there? Not really. Not really. Magic arrow's okay. I'll grab it since we're here, just in case we don't get a better projectile. But I don't think that's the one we really want to be using. Alright. Well, let's scan around here a little more. We've got a pretty solid starting point here, though, so I think we're probably going to basically head down to the bottom. If we could actually see, we might go hunt around and see if we can find any more health ups. But since we can't see, we're probably just going to get out of here. It's not worth the potential damage to overreach too much further. Like that. So yeah, it's going to be time for us to bail out of here, I think. Let's scoot around. Is this one of those little puzzles? Yes, it is. I don't know if we really have a good way to do this one right now, but I do have a weird theory. I don't know if it's a good idea. No, it's not going to work. I was thinking we could just pour water in here, and if this side was closed, it would eventually fill up enough to land the lightning on the thing we need to power with it. But it doesn't look like that's going to work here. So I'm just going to blow it up to be safe. There is one last wand above us. If we want to try and go grab that and see if we get a decent spell out of it, but I don't think we will. Can't tell where we're going or how to get over there, so I think we're probably just going to get out of here before we overreach and die. Because if I put a bomb here, it's not clear it'll actually get all the way up. So, rather than mess around with it, I think we're just going to get out of here. We'll take what we got. Another wand right below us, too. Okay, so... First things first. Is there anything relevant in the shop here? We've got dropper bolts, we got shotgun, bouncy bullets. Nothing super thrilling. The black holes are probably the most interesting thing here if we want like a real digging option, because instead of 3 bombs, you'd have 6 black holes, which is pretty cool, so we might come back for that. Enemy radar, Loki mutation, and healthy exploration. Not that exciting though, so let's do a quick reroll here. These aren't that exciting either. Well, if I want to buy this, I can't reroll again. So... I don't know... Cordyceps is like actively bad, so I don't want that one. Trick Gold is unlikely to be relevant with what we've got right now. And Revenge Explosion is... it's fine. I guess we'll take Trick Greed for now. We might be able to capitalize on it if we can find some other items here to help us out. I'm going to take the Black Hole Wand, though, and rearrange our stuff a little bit here. I think, with the way this wand works, we probably don't want to be using energy spheres in it, because right now, it's okay. Like, that's a decent attack rate. I guess it's probably worth it. The bubble sparks are very fast, but they're very short range, and the energy spheres at least give us a little bit of distance that we can hit from. So I'll hold on to bubble spark just in case. We do also have magic arrow, and magic arrow would probably be decent in this too. The only problem with this is just the mana cost goes up as we use more expensive spells, but these are both 20, so I guess we'll use magic arrow for now. Now, we can try and dig our way out of here, but if we cut through any of this wall or this wall, the retribution will be swift and dangerous, so we're not quite powerful enough to beat Steve, so we're gonna roll on. Oh, I forgot to take the double cast out of this. Whatever, it's fine. The double cast just means that our black holes won't last as long if we need to do something with them. But it's fine. Because bifurcated means it'll cast 2 simultaneous spells out of it, so it'll give us a wider spread with our black holes, but less actual digging power with them, because we won't be able to cast as many. But we still have our bombs anyway, so it's not like we're completely out of options yet. We can always swap things around as we need it. Let's not go down there yet, that's a big drop. Let's go back up to the left. Alright. There's that wand we saw before, stuck in the wall. Homebringer teleports, criticals on burning. None of those are that exciting. I'm just gonna leave that wand alone. There's terrible mana regen, so it's probably not worth us grabbing. Now, I think I will try... I don't know if this is going to work. No, that's a bad placement for it. It's not a good idea. I was like, we could blow this up, get through the wall, and pick up that little stockpile of gold. But, while we can do that, we wouldn't necessarily get much out of it because the gold would block some of the blast and might make it harder to get through. And since the walls in that tunnel burned up while we were off deciding, this gives us much easier access into the rest of the level now that we come back to it. Compared to before, where it was basically just plummet straight to the bottom with no alternatives. Let's go over here to the left instead. There's another wand for us. Let's just blow that up immediately. I don't feel like getting caught by a sea mine when I least expect it. That's... well, we're on fire here, but that's okay. We got friendly ghosts who will keep us alive. Health plus? Nice. Well, ghosts don't even need to do any work. They can just chill out and watch. As chat does it all. There's another health up, which is actually really nice that we have the healing ghosts. Because normally when you get a health up, it doesn't increase your current health. But having healing friends means that it gets refilled for us. So that's pretty sweet. Unfortunately, we're still very slow when we're gooped, so that is a little bit of a pain to work around, but we'll make it work. Another wand below us. There are a bunch of pieces that we're looking for to make a really powerful wand. The one we're always stuck hunting for is add mana. It's a modifier that just makes such a big difference. What is this? Those are glowing lances. Glowing lances are pretty fun. I will take one of those. They're like the heavy-duty version of this of the spell we've got. Since we have a bifurcated on it, though, it really sends them places. So we're probably not going to get much use out of that yet, but we might want them later. Glowing lances also cut into the terrain if you've got good speed and damage on them. So you can really punch holes in the world with that thing if you get it up to speed, so that can be fun. Is there anything else interesting over this way while we're here? There's another max health up. Now we're talking. We're making some progress here. We got a good wand baseline. We got a bunch of extra health. This is what we're looking for. So let's take this and head to the fungal cavern if we can. Speaking of which, there it is. There's a couple things we're looking for here. Some potions that would make our life easier if we could grab some of them. Some spells that we might be able to look for on the wands. And ideally, a bag that we can fill with fungus to make the world weird. For now, I'll grab one of these concentrated manas because they can be helpful if we need them. And we'll keep scooting. Concentrated mana is probably one I'll dump sooner than other alternatives, but we will see. We have a runestone here. Which runestone is it? A runestone of fire. I'll show you what that does in a minute. There are lots of strange runes you can uncover in this game. Lots is maybe a bit of an exaggeration. There's like 7 different runes you can find in this game, and they do weird stuff. This is a swapper wizard, so if we hit him, he will trade places with us every time. Not so dangerous when we're firing these little shots at him. Much more dangerous if you're firing things that can hurt you at him. Gravity storm? Uh-oh. Well, goodbye, fungal cavern. Oh boy. I haven't seen that before. That was a fun one. Well, I was gonna try and show off how we could use our concentrated mana to kill that trapped robot, but he got black holed instead, so... problem solved, I guess. I don't know who he thinks he's attacking, but it's not me. Alright, we're gonna scoot some items out of the acid there without getting ourselves murdered. That guy is a mean one. If he hits us, our wands stop working. So, I want to try and avoid letting him hit us if we can. Yeah, there's a bunch of effects here I haven't seen before. Did we get him? Not yet. It is very stressful trying to dodge these shots. Not because this guy himself is dangerous, but because if anything else jumps us after we've been hit by him, we're in big trouble. Okay. Well, we definitely just annihilated a fair chunk of this area, so that's fun. There's another health up. Nice. We can tell there's some trouble over here. Some big frogs waiting for death. I do like how the little Hisi guy here shoots at them even though it doesn't do anything. I don't know exactly how his ability works, but it doesn't work on those frogs, so in this case it doesn't work. Can I leave a bomb up in there? Yes, I can. Nice, got some gold for us too. Oh yeah, the ghosts were putting in some work. All those heals we got after our... Why didn't that go anywhere? So, the reason why it didn't go anywhere is because this biome has a permanent effect on it that basically means all projectiles lose speed more quickly. I just didn't realize how incredibly quickly it affects black holes. They just don't travel at all. But yeah, being able to get all those heals after picking up so many health ups makes it very nice. On the plus side, this wand is pretty powerful for this level, so we are able to crunch through these guys pretty fast. The oil potion is a big no thank you. I don't really know why I would want to have a lot of oil on hand, so I am not going to take it. As you can see there, even the enemies' orbs, their attacks get stuck in the air. The humidity really tanks projectiles. Now that little mushroom guy will just jump at us and explode if I let him, so we've got to be a little careful about that. Man, that guy's got jukes. Alright, let's heal that acid off, or the toxic goop off, rather. With some water. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah. Okay, here's a bunch of potions. This is what we want. I want... oh, none of these. I thought that was a pheromone potion, but it was just a blood potion. That's fine. I'll take a blood potion anyway. This is a slime potion. What is this? No thank you. But first we need to get out of this mess, because that's a lot of guys, and we do not want to get cornered by that many guys. Especially not when that one's raining acid on us. It is nice of him to pour acid over the metal here we wanted to try and get into, though, so I appreciate that. Now we should be able to scoot in here and pick up that money. We might even be able to scoot in underneath here and check what that wand is. Not like that, though. Alright, well, if we want to get in there, we can. We have the means. Ow. We'll just have to be a little bit more careful about it. These tentacly monsters are rude. But thankfully, we had a decent drop on him before he started doing all that. Invisibilium is fine, it's not hazardous to our health. We can pour that everywhere, it'll be okay. Come on now. Let's check out what's in here. This is a... Ooh. The stuff in the wand is garbage, but the wand has some potential. 12 slots? Oh, 28 degrees of spread is pretty bad, actually. But 12 cast delay, 28 recharge time, 106 mana, and 12 slots? That's pretty good. I'm gonna hold on to this one. I don't know if we're likely to use it, but I'm gonna hold on to it. Alright. I wanna go check that one, but I did just set it on fire. So, concentrated mana converts water, as you can see. It suddenly got very bright here. However, it also dissolves metal. So if you pour it on a robot, they just start dying. It's gonna be pretty slow because there's not a lot touching him there. But he's just gonna melt. There he goes. Alright. That's another pretty decent wand, honestly. We're getting some good competitors here. 37 cast delay and 12 recharge time. 9 capacity. These are pretty good wands. I think I'm gonna keep this one instead of the glowing lances for now. The glowing lances are fun, but this is more likely to be valuable to us. Ouch. Well, thankfully the robot killed that fella for us. The darkness wizards are very annoying for not being able to see what's actually happening. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Leave me alone. Gunpowder trail, eh? With our low travel distance on our shots, this makes it particularly destructive. Oh, there's a lot of gunners down there. Let's just blow everything down there up. Are they still alive? Oh yeah. I might not be soon. I can't go fight there. That's gonna be bad news. So this is one of the fungal altars we were talking about before. There's like 4 of them that I've seen somewhere in the world. And it would be fun to go to all of these and see if doing that in all of them does anything. Yeah, the fungal wastes. Exactly. That is, my constant misnomer. Alright, I think we're probably gonna have to bail out of here now, though. It is starting to get low on health, and we do not want to get murdered in here after we've got some real potential, so... we're probably gonna need to try and get out. If they would just hurry up and die, that would be great. We can go out the bottom, but since we're here, we might as well take a peek around the top. A gunpowder potion. That's kind of fun. We're not going to take it right now, but it's kind of fun. Lava! Oh, that's bad. That's going to make all of that into toxic gas. Just wait for that to go past. If we touch the gas made from toxic sludge, it hurts you on contact, like the freezing gas does also, so gotta be very careful when maneuvering around that. Let's get back out of here, though. Oh, yep. Yep. Toxic sludge that turns to stone also hurts you on touch. Since you're here, we'll take a peek as how your runs end. Yeah, I mean... it's the greed. Greed kills. At the best of times, greed kills. Alright. Let's try and get out of here alive. Annoyingly, acid smoke looks very similar to toxic smoke, but the acid smoke doesn't hurt you. Alright. Now we just need to get out of here. We got our loot, we made it back into the world. That water wheel's going crazy. Whee! But, let's make our way back down to the Holy Mountain and get out of here in one piece. We probably should make some shenanigans happen. Remove ground! Okay, well, time to make enemies. No. Surprisingly, no enemies. Usually when that happens, a bunch of random monsters start falling on your head, but apparently not this time. That was the most benign remove ground I've seen in a while. There he is. Ow, right into the toxic sludge. Oh, there they are. We're about to die. Yeah, we're dead. That was incredibly bad luck. My falling into that pit just killed us straight up. Trying to dodge to get somewhere that I can actually take out our toxic sludge just killed me. I have all these incredible runs when I'm not streaming, and then I try and stream and we can't get out of the first 2 zones without having a death out of nowhere like that. So it goes. Hey, Hemlock. Well, I'm glad to hear that there's no cancer involved anymore. That is a big win. Cancer is a mean, mean thing. So I'm glad you don't have to deal with it. Right now, at least. Alright, let's make another run of this, see if we can actually get something to happen, because I am gonna be very annoyed if I manage to stream again and can't get a single interesting run after my last, like, 4 really cool off-stream runs. Alright. I see that Giga Saw Blades everywhere. Listen, you do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. Alright, what do we have going on here? So far, not a lot. Or it'll be hard-pressed to get as good of a start as that last one, but I might just need to start doing a little bit more of what I do off-stream and just power through some of these early areas and try and make some decent perks and some decent acquisitions on the way down. I tend to explore a lot no matter how we're doing, but sometimes a little bit of haste doesn't go too badly for you. It does make it real scary though, because it means you usually wind up at the end of a run with barely any health, because if you don't explore around to find all the health ups, you are going to be very fragile. Well, here's a bunch of gold just waiting for us to pick it up, so that's nice of them. Don't know who killed that fire wizard, but it definitely wasn't me. Where is there a way forwards here? There's a bunch of alcohol on the ground, probably because there's that keg exploding up there. Alright. Let's pick up some cash. What else have we got going here? We're looking to get a couple 100 gold, so if there's anything good in the shop, we can buy it. And let's just purify this mess into some swamps so I don't keep getting toxic by it. Now, I believe our explosive this time is magic missiles. Yeah. Magic missiles are great for doing a bit of digging and fighting if we can get something that'll let us get around that ammunition limit. Glisten? Glisten is it rains oil on you. So right now, that's not a problem. If it happens while you're fighting an enemy that sets everything on fire, then you have fire raining on you. So there are things that make it quite scary. But glisten in general is not that bad. It's true. Alright. Whoa, hello. The only problem with our starting one here is it's a little low on mana. The recharge is not quite up to snuff. But yeah, let's Ooh, more goodies to be grabbed around here. More gold and bits and pieces. We like that. Worm pheromone. I really don't know what to do with worm pheromone. I know what it does on the tin. It makes worms want to go and attack you. But I have really not encountered a lot of places where that seems like it would be a useful thing to have in my arsenal long term. Lava potion, I'll pass on, thanks. The only place I can really see it being particularly useful would be in... what is this? Luminous drills and a heavy spray. We'll take that. In the jungle, because in the jungle there are worm eggs that you can break everywhere. So having the ability to coat someone in worm pheromone and then spawn a worm seems like a good way to actually make them have to deal with it. But like if you just worm pheromone in general, great, someone is more attractive to worms, but there aren't any worms, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah. I've seen a lot of it in my recent runs, but I just don't know why I'd want it. It's possible it's an alchemy ingredient for something. We're having worm pheromone and something else makes it... oh, health up. Let's grab that. Makes it do something cool, but I haven't encountered anything. I forgot we have weird gravity. Projectile gravity makes things drop off so much faster. It's like, why can't I hit this guy? But it's because gravity is weird. Alright, refill our water. Let's get down there. We are at the bottom of the world now, so we're probably going to be good to scoot onwards shortly. Having luminous drills is pretty good, but these are luminous drills with timers, which are much more expensive than the regular luminous drills. So it makes them hard to use in wand crafting until you have ad manas. They've got potential, but it's really hard to capitalize on it when they cost so much. But it doesn't mean you can do this. Just like spray lasers in a random direction. Alright. So far, not a whole lot going on here. I think we're just gonna zip out. We got 500 gold. That's good enough for me. Alright. Let's keep rolling. Is there anything I want to buy here? No. No. That's a lot of black holes, but that is no. There's a bunch of rocks, but I don't have any synergy with them yet, and that's not no either. Okay, so we don't have anything cool in here yet. We've got Mournful Spirit, Teleportitis Dodge, and More Blood. I don't like any of those. Homing shots is a pretty liability this point in the game, but I'll take it anyway. And let's take these out of this wand, because I probably want to save them for later. Let's keep moving. Alright. None of our, yeah, this is the problem with homing shots. Before we have a really powerful wand, homing shots can mean that your shots just get a little bit unpredictable. Oh, summon worm. Ah, hello. Whoa. Whoa, he's wiggling. When we're powerful, having homing shots is very useful, and there are some crazy synergies with homing shots that we might be able to pull off if we can find some other useful pieces. But as of right now, I'm not super confident our perk will do what we need. I'm glad I got out of the holy mountain before you dropped a worm on me. That would have been bad. I definitely am not fighting Steve strong yet. Alright, let's clear our way out of these goons. Get beat up by this single purple fella, more like. And see what we can find. Not a big fan of these lava fly nests, because especially with our current homing shots, if a fly spawns, it makes your shots curve away from the nest. which makes it real hard to finish them. Also, someone blew that fly up. There's just lava everywhere. Unfortunately, the situation I just described is in fact happening, where there are so many things appearing over here, it's hard to actually just shoot the nest. Because the nest doesn't seem to act as a homing source for whatever reason. So your projectiles will curve away from it. And it looks like lava hardened on the side of the nest there, preventing me from actually shooting it, which is extra mean. Alright, I guess we have to get underneath it more, or maybe shoot higher? Higher seems to work. There we go. Jeez. That was a well-defended nest. Good job, little fellas. Didn't work, but you sure made it hard for me. The other one was Booms, who've been fighting Steve either way. Ooh. Alright. Oh, that's a dead end. I take it back. Now... Oh, I picked up a wand with rocks in it, but it actually can't cast any of them because it doesn't have enough max mana. Great. And I believe this one's empty now, yeah. Okay, well, let's see where else we can go then. Our options are currently looking a little strained. We can blow our way through the top of this coal pit and get to the other side there. Is this a dead end? No, it's got a drowning man in it. It's got 2 drowning men in it. Those poor gentlemen. Alright, little heesies. Hey, healing ghosts. Nice. Well, we got places to go, so I'm sure we'll put them to good use. As you've seen, it's very easy for things to go out of hand quite quickly, but... healing ghosts do help for most non-immediate death sources. Things that just hurt and don't just kill you are usually much more manageable when you have a couple healing ghosts. Like that. Alright. We're trying to get over to the west-hand wall to do a little jaunt into the fungal cavern. And here we are. It is still dangerous times in the fungal cavern, but we have healing ghosts, so we can be a little extra aggressive if we feel like it. The mana recharge on this is so slow. It's quite difficult to shoot through that little gap there. Thankfully, as the enemies come through, we don't need to worry about shooting through the gap, we just shoot them directly. There are a couple of upgraded enemies down there, too, that are normally in the fungal caverns. It looks like they've escaped. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that when we're leaving here. Let our levitation regenerate so we don't fall into that trap like I often do. Of trying to levitate past my limit of levitation and getting stuck in falling into things. You know there's some stuff going on up here. There's a swapper wizard there. Kinda don't want to mess with him. He's mostly not messing with us, so I should probably just leave him alone. Those guys can just shoot each other for eternity. Alright. What do we have in here? Anything good? Berserkium potion. We don't have any other potions, so I'll take it. Those ants spit acid, so you don't want to get too close to them. If they decide they're going to spit on you, it kills you very fast if you're close enough to them. So let's try and make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, we have another wizard. Whether we want to be swapping or not, they want us to be. Gotta be ready when you're fighting these guys, because they will just swap you constantly, and they can put you in some real nasty positions if you're not ready for it. There was a wand here, so someone's got one. There it is. Looks like it shoots fire bolts right now. Ooh! Ooh, there's a bunch of masters in here. We don't like that. I now can't shoot. Oh, I can't control my shooting, rather. We are shooting randomly for like 18 seconds, and that means my attacks can also hurt me if I'm not careful, so we need to be very careful where we point. There is a lot of chaos happening here right now. Okay, potion rain happened, but I didn't actually see any of the potions falling. Normally they explode with a lot more vigor, but these ones didn't seem to. Something just blew up below us, though. Hello? Exploding friends? Nope. Oh, okay, we're teleporting over here instead. I don't know what moved us. I guess we must have hit a swapper somewhere, but I didn't see it. We just suddenly are over here now. Well, what we're gonna do then, since we've got our friends healing us up here anyway, is not go into polymorphine, thanks. That sounds like a bad time. Let our mana recharge. Pop the little robot. Oh no! All of my fungus! That's what we were gonna go do, is eat some fungus. There's still plenty to eat. We just have to watch out for invisible swappers. Don't know why he's invisible, but I would like him to be not alive. You think I hit teleportation? Maybe, but usually... Yeah, it might have just been teleportation that I thought was water. I was about to say, usually you have to really be in teleportation for it to do anything to you. But, I might have been, so I take that statement back. Alright, let's get back up here. I don't really want to fight these guys because we are very poorly equipped right now to actually fight the little jumping frog friends. My fungus! Stop setting my fungus on fire, you weenie. Well, now there's a mine in there. I was gonna set all that fungus on fire. Alright. Let's grab the gold from those three. Pop these little guys. And make our way down. Okay. That is a lot of exploding boxes in there. Someone made some poor choices. I don't think I can blow those up short of using one of our actual... That was a lot of bombs in there! Okay. Jeez. That was a lot of explosions in the same space. Let's go over this way first. No thanks. We're gonna leave that alone. I want to go across here and check these things, but that guy's gonna give us a hard time, so I'm just gonna blow him up. Nope, that's the wrong way to shoot. Homing, that's the problem with homing. It decides what it wants to target, whether or not it's what you actually wanted to fire at. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. Robot done for. There's some blood. It's a fine one. It's better than that one. Not particularly exciting, but it'll do for now. I'd love to pick that gold up, but it's on fire, so we're just gonna leave it alone. I think that's the make explosive boxes one. Yeah, homing perk is really good once you're powerful. Not so good early game, which is why I don't normally take it at the start, but our other options weren't that exciting either, so you take what you get sometimes. Just hit him! Come on! Just hit him! There we go. I'm bullied by these little guys because I just can't hit anything with this one. That looks like it should have hit him. No? Okay. Yeah, that just shoots a billion boxes. It's actually a pretty decent wand, though, if we take the boxes out. How many box spells were in the wand? There were 7, and all of them were empty. So, I don't know how many charges are in one. I think it's like 3 or 5? So there were a lot of shots in there that were placed in the same area. I don't know how many are in each charge. Maybe it's more than that. If it's 10, it's already up to 70, which would have been a lot of bombs. These little guys are so rough if you don't have a fast-firing wand. Or your aim is bad like me. Alright, I'm gonna have to get out of here. This one little guy is bullying me. Yeah, we knew where all the boxes were from before. They were advertising their presence very clearly. Oh, I wanted to shoot the wall! Alright, well here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna blow this guy up. I'm suffocating in fungus, don't do that. I'm gonna blow this guy up. We're gonna blow a hole in the wall. Actually, I don't even need to, I can just go over the top now. 15, it was 105 boxes, amazing. Whoa! That is some chemical soup right there, friends. I am suffocating in the smoke. Polymorphine, chaotic polymorphine, unstable teleportation, worm pheromone, ambrosia. That is some juice and levitation sitting on top. Let's grab the health and leave that wand alone, because we are not going to be able to survive going through all that polymorphine, I don't think. The second we try and do that is the time that we immediately wind up summoning a, turning into a fire wizard and getting murdered by standing in the water. Oh, that's a Flummuxium potion I didn't see. Well, Flummuxium's fine. That's an okay potion, but we'll leave it alone. Let's go wash off some of this Flummuxium if we can. What's this? It's a Berserkium potion again. We have another wizard over there. Looks like that's the Firebolt wizard we were fighting before. Is that what that is? Yeah, it's got a double cast and a Firebolt. So I think at this point we're pretty good here. We've got some ghosts here helping us bully enemies that are trying to get too close, but I am taking a fair bit of damage in my attempts here. Woo! That shot snuck all the way in on me. I didn't think it was going to make it that close. Let's just do a quick one of these. Oh, that's blood, right? Oops. Not what I thought it was, but that's fine. Drinking blood never hurt anybody, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. We have a guy with luminous drills up there. I want that one, please. I do not want this frog, though. Thank you. Don't like all these other wizards showing up, though. Okay, ow, ow. Get away from me, I'm frozen. Because that little guy managed to freeze me when I got warped to the top. There we go. That's a pretty solid set of luminous drills. Okay, what do I want to do with this? I guess I'm going to put them in this one for now. Yeah, that got a little bit out of hand, you know? It is probably time for us to leave, but this is what I was looking for. This was our goal, a weird fungus pouch. I don't know, so don't tell me if you know. But I think we want to make some weird fungus happen on all the altars of these that we can find. So, we're gonna give that a try here. The world's gonna get weirder. A new wand. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, friends. I think you're trying to bait me into blowing myself up here. That is just lightning explosion, basically, the spell. Not good for healthy people. I'm going to take some drugs here, eat some tasty fungus. and make the world weird. Get all that puke off here. There it is. Uh-oh. Oh no, we just turned something into acid, and you can tell because all of it just dissolved. We just made the world significantly worse in some way. I don't know what changed, but it's not good. Alright, let's get out of here. Actually, before I get out of here, let's just grab some more fungus. Fill our bag back up, because we're going to want more of this for later. There we go. What are we at? We're at 80... Rotten meat. Get out of there, rotten meat. I just want some quality fungus here. That's 100% weird fungus and fungal soil. A little bit more weird fungus and we're good to leave. Is there a good place to grab some more of it, though? There's some. I guess that'll do. 100% weird fungus. Alright, let's scoot. We've made the world significantly worse. Now let's go see how we're gonna deal with it. All we gotta do is actually get out of here alive. You put a 5-minute timer so you can tell me when I can shift again. I don't know if I'm going to try and fungal shift again immediately on timer. I just want to have some in case we can get to the other fungal triangles that I want to experiment with. But thank you. Did that potion soup with a wand change? I don't know what that sentence means. I'm sorry, Krishnan. I don't know what you're trying to say. I can't get out of here because the ground doesn't look like it exists, but it still does. Let's go around the long way. Oh, the potion soup. Now I know what you mean. Yes. No, it has not changed. Can I force it to change by drilling out the bottom? Maybe. It's a little scary doing this because if that purple stuff... Oh, hey, regeneration field. If that purple stuff touches... Is that all? Is that all we get? No, we got a little bit more healing out of it. Good. If that purple stuff touches us, we are going to polymorph. So we got to be careful with that. But now we can drain it out the bottom with this luminous drill wand we have. It's not the most efficient way to dig because we don't have the mana to really mess with it. And the funny thing here is the fungus is actually stopping it from getting out. So even though there is a clear path for the water to flow out of, the fungus can't be drilled and prevents anything from flowing out of that area. Hey. Okay. This is all going to be a mess, though, either way. These nice little layer cakes of goop are going to be protected by these fungus stalks. So even though we're going to be able to get in here, being able to actually carefully get the stuff we want out is not a given. Nope. I'll pass. It's got blood and some other little bits and pieces in it, but nothing super urgently that I need. So I'm not going to wait around and see if we can get it out. I think what we are going to do now is try and leave this place, though. I thought there was an exit down here, but it seems like I was wrong. Is there a way we can get out higher up? I'm going to assume there is, because we got in here somehow. Ah, this looks like our entry point. Okay. We're free. Yeah, layer cakes of goop. You know what I mean. Alright. That's still in the area. We're out of real digging options, because we can dig with our drill wand, but it kind of sucks. So I guess we're gonna have to, unless we want to go all the way around. So let's see if there's a faster way out of here. Having a good drill wand makes a big difference for being able to just not deal with having walls in the way. Because the luminous drill cuts through metals and things that our other digging tools often struggle with. Now, we do have a hive up there, but I think we're just going to ignore it and get out of here. Okay. Let's, first of all, dump all of these immediately. Large explosive boxes are no thank you. We've got a luminous drill. We've got eggs. We've got more luminous drills. We've got a bunch of mess here. Homing rocks are amazing, Sick, exactly. That's one of the things. Uh-oh. Okay, we are gonna need them. Let's put these rocks in here. We are about to make an enemy. I'm surprised Wormrain only put one worm in here. So, this is why we held onto these rocks before. Rocks do weird things when they get homing. They beat people up. Bye, Steve! This is why we took homing in the first place, because it does some very silly things. Okay, the only problem with these is they're very limited in number. We need infinite spells to really capitalize on our rocks. And they also do trick kills, exactly. We don't have trick kills anymore, because we died with that run, but... No, I need that. Come back here. But it is cool if we can get the trick kills ability as well, because it already does double gold on every kill, and it can do even more. Now that we have these ones, I think I'm going to chuck these luminous drills away, because they're just more expensive versions of what I want out of these ones. We don't really have anything that the mana can be, like, afforded on, but now at least I only have one drill in here. I can put it into a wand that I want and make it hopefully a little bit more valuable for us. I think we're gonna hold on to the wand full of rocks. You don't think Wormrain usually drops the big fella? Maybe we got less worms because of that? Entirely possible, yes. I'll keep this too. I don't think we're gonna use it, but it'll be useful to have on hand. Now, is there anything in here we want before we leave? I do want to refill my water before we leave. And I guess I'll grab the health too. I shouldn't, because the door is open here, because the worm left, so I should have left that so I could come back for it if I needed to heal, but you know what? It's too late, I already grabbed it. I don't think any of these wands are better for what I'm trying to do right now, so I'm just gonna leave them, and we will hopefully have an exit that we can get out of from this place. I'm not a huge fan of any of these, though, so let's go ahead and re-roll them. Oh, baby, tinker with wands everywhere. Perk gambling is nice, but tinker with wands everywhere is the good stuff. That is the juice. Alright. What we need now is just to find some interesting wands, because we have the ability to mess with them immediately, instead of having to bring them back to a holy mountain to be able to do anything. Well, I can see our worm had a good time in here. Or somebody's worm. We have a shield, nice. The shield doesn't last for that long, but it's still pretty useful while you got it. Annoyingly, the snipers can still shoot through it, but it's still pretty good. All this frozen air is mean. It's rude having the air itself hurt you. It's like living in Canada. Oh my goodness. That is so many shots. I don't know why he suddenly spammed like that. They don't normally do that. Alright. If we can find any ones from this point on, we have a very good chance of being able to do some cool stuff with them. We just need to, like, you know, find some. That is the operative part here. If we don't get any wands, we can't play with the wands. There's so many of these little ice elementals right now. The whole place is just full of ice. He says, as though this isn't the ice biome. I don't know what I'm stuck on, but it's something. There we go. We're unstuck. Whatever it was. No sniping. Alright, let's get around underneath here and see if we can go pick up... Never mind, there's more evil air. Everywhere we go, the air wants to kill us. Come on now. That's a big hole. I'll go down and take that money at least, but there's probably some reason why everything in there is dead, so we're not going to spend too long in there if we can help it. That looks like it is just a little chamber, which is unfortunate. We don't have a good way to get in there right now. We can put one of our digging wands back together if we want to just shred our way in there, which we probably do, but I'm just making sure nothing's going to sneak up on me while we're trying it. Tinker is a very useful ability, but it does not make enemies stop coming to murder you while you're using it. So, you gotta make sure you're in a safe-ish place if you're gonna spend time looking at your wands instead of your surroundings. I'm just going to put all 4 of these back in here since we have Tinker now. We can afford to just go... do a couple of these little zaps and dig ourselves a little tunnel. Alright. There we go. What's in this? It is awful. It's actually it's not awful. It's not a good wand, but what it is really good for is this. We now have a 1-spell digging wand. If it has decent mana recharge, which it does, that's a pretty good digging beam. Hey, healing ghosts, welcome back. Homing blood mist, yes, exactly. You can make a lot of homing weird stuff in this game. So now we have at least a decent digging tool if we need one. The wand itself isn't good, but the stats on it make it very useful for that. Yeah. Making a damage cloud that follows people is very funny, but we don't have any of that yet. We only have the homing part of it, not the make the environment murder people part of it yet. Alright, so far not a whole lot going on in this little chunk of mountain. Nothing in there either. But there's still plenty of places to explore. We have some friendly ghosts here helping us out. Alright. Let's try and not get sniped too many times. The snipers are very mean. There are so many guys down there. Wow. Let's let that... So actually, you know, let's do this. Yeah. One hunter-killer boulder should do the trick. Didn't mean to fire my weird fungus, but that's why we needed to make sure we refilled it. Alright, this is why we have the boulders. Because they will go and kill everything we can possibly find. Those guys are immune to boulder, so that's not perfect. But, yeah, those rocks do some serious work with homing. I think the reason why they're so ridiculous is because the first thing about them is they do physics damage anyway, but since they usually move really slowly, they have a lot of time to feel the pull of the homing and want to go jump at whatever you've just moved into range of. Okay, what is this? This is maybe a decent wand for us. It's better than this one. So I'll take it. Don't get sniped by a dropping sniper. The 360 no-scopes are not happening today. Alright. Couldn't quite make it to the money, but that's fine. The magical temple does have something interesting in it that I would like to go try and mess around with, but when we can't see in there, I don't know if that's going to be my jam. Well, my hope is that we'll be able to go down into the depths of the world and find some of the really crazy stuff that exists down there, so we can come back up to these areas using it. We're just gonna shave this worm a little bit. Potion rain. Alright, looks like we got lucky and that didn't cause us any problems. There is just... what is happening here? What is this? I have never seen that before. Guiding powder. I have never seen that. What is that doing? We have found some kind of alchemical concoction in that potion rain. Or guiding powder is just a thing that can come in a potion, I guess. I thought it came in a powder sack, though. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Points to the nearest orb. Okay. That makes sense. The nearest orb, I believe, is in the magical temple, so that lines up with what we would expect. Ow. No, I've used freezing before, and it's fine. I'm not as big a fan of it as a lot of people are. I don't have a good reason for why I'm not a big fan of it. I'm just not. So, fair enough, but I'm gonna leave it behind. The real problem here is we're finding a lot of stuff, but it's all the same little ice elementals. I want to get that worm that got away from us, but he's well deep in there. You can tell by the way the world is still constantly shaking that there's a worm going around causing problems. Ambrosia with worm blood on top. A fine finisher for any dish. What do we have over here? More rocks, some ducks. Projectile transmutation field. I've had some very weird auto-cast ones recently. I had one with, I forget what the spell's called. It's like Curious Transformation. The one that just turns materials nearby you into other materials. That one made for a very weird run. Because normally that spell is limited to like 8 shots before it's out. And having it on always cast just makes shooting your powders or liquids turn the whole world into weird stuff. I can shift. Nice. I don't know if we're gonna shift right away, but thanks for the heads up. There is a lot of concentrated mana around here. Oh, okay, I can't aim anymore. Thankfully, homing still mitigates that a little bit, but not really. It only mitigates it over enough distance. If we're too close, we are gonna get shot up. Let's just stand in the mana so we can keep firing. Concentrated mana is a weird one. What it basically does is it quadruples the mana recharge speed of your wand. It doesn't actually do anything to your mana. It affects the wands you're holding, so a faster mana recharge wand will recharge way faster in concentrated mana than otherwise. Ah, interesting. Okay, well that was a lot more manageable with the extra mana burn. I still want to find where that worm went. I want to see if we can get a health out of him. But I don't know where he is, so I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Because we're not seeing worm tracks anymore over here. He's probably gone down into the next floor, or at least into the Holy Mountain. Oh yeah, the healing ghosts are unreasonably strong. Compared to basically everything else you could be using. Healing ghosts are here to make sure you do not die to anything short of instant death while they're around. They are very shenanigans. But compared to some of the other things the chat can throw at us, it's nice to have at least one thing in there that is a very positive benefit. aiming at? I cannot tell. I guess their shots were going over to that guy. Let's just get out of that little place. That's a bad zone. We have a couple of problems behind us here. Alright, there's another one. Maybe we'll get some fun out of that one. You want to cooperate? There's some good stuff in here. I think we're probably going to pull some components out of this one. Is this just a better one than this one? Arguably. I think it's better, and what I am going to do first is I'm going to pull... There's a bunch of guys attacking us from behind. The second you stop paying attention to your surroundings to look at a wand is when you get ambushed by 7 guys. Well, that wand is now in their hands, so hopefully they blow themselves up with it, because I don't want to have to deal with it. Ow! Stop! Stop! Gotta stay away from that barrel, otherwise we're gonna be very dead. This is actually probably a place I should have thrown a rock at them. I thought about it too late. Too distracted by the sudden surprise. I'm just gonna hold on to a couple of these eggs, and we're gonna throw the rest out. I don't have Berserkium. This is blood. Oh, it is Berserkium. I thought it was blood earlier when I drank it, though. I'm very confused now. Oh no, what's happening? I didn't see what was happening. Something bad is happening in 5 seconds. Oh, it's more worms. Well, I mean, I guess you were listening. I did say something about the worms. There are a lot of them. That's probably fine, right? There we go. Couple fewer worms to deal with at least. Oh, I forgot there's lightning in here. We might be dead. Okay. Things in this game get scary really fast. I actually don't know if the rocks do very well against worms, because worms, yeah, destroy terrain. So they just eat the rock. We are in trouble, though. We are gonna need to go and get some health. Chug a little bit of worm blood while we're here before he turns around and dives right back at us. Alright. This is probably gonna be a mistake, but let's just jump in here. Because the worms might come for us. But they might not. We'll see. I'll come back and look at this stuff later. For now, we throw 2 homing rocks at Steve. That can get him through his shield. And they should just float around and beat him up until he's dead. Alright. They don't do a lot of damage if he's not moving very much, but they will eventually tear through him like that. And then they go magnetized to the statue here, because the statue technically counts as an enemy, and homing shots has no mercy. Or any chill. Okay, so we made it out alive. What do we have in here? Stuff. We got some more stuff. Some things. Alright. The thing is, what we're really looking for right now is an add mana. Or some way to make our world's shaking a lot. Better make sure I don't get ambushed by a worm. I believe this thing makes worms go away. That's the little icon above it. I think. So it makes it unlikely for a worm to just punch through this room all of a sudden. But not impossible. Just unlikely. Let's grab this to reload our rocks. Now, I might want those triple spells, because right now all we have for multicasting is a double. What I specifically wanted out of here is the faster projectiles, because a speed up on a rock makes it actually easier to use as a main weapon. Oh no. Well, goodbye, Holy Mountain. You were nice while you lasted. It's a good thing we're already good friends with the gods, otherwise they'd be real upset with us right now. Don't know where that sniper is, but he knows where I am. Ow. What is this? It is teleportation. No thank you. It's the teleportation that was under here, wasn't it? This poor fish. Well, we need to go back up and get our perks, which is going to be a pain. I actually don't know if we can re-roll them, or if they count as being in the mountain anymore, because the mountain is gone. So I don't know what's going to happen if I take them. I don't really want that particular set, but I don't know what's going to happen if I take them or try and re-roll them. They might be out of the range of the re-roller, because it fell all the way down here. I'll try it once and see what happens. It did re-roll them, so they may still be connected to it. None of these are good either. I'm just going to take Pinpointer and move on. It reduces the spread, which can be nice. The sightline doesn't really matter, but the spread reduction can be nice. It's a little bit less meaningful when we also have homing shots, because our shots are going to go do weird things anyway. But, we work with what we've got here. That's fire potion, we'll leave that alone. I can dig through here with our digging wand. I can actually dig through here too, but I don't want to open the whole area up. These are our friendly little healing guys, but we don't have any pheromone. Oh no! So they are not going to be friendly to us. I only have like 7 rocks. I don't want to waste them all just fighting individual guys like this. This would be an interesting wand if it wasn't so low on the mana. Let's scoot through here. Oh, no thank you. Not through there. It is a little dangerous in here with the attempts to dig through... Like, this is a room I'll use a rock on. It looks like it's a fun place. Because we can shove it around corners a little bit, but the problem is the acceleration really keeps them on the floor if the enemies aren't in sight. That's going to explode later, so we're going to stay away from that for now. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, we're just invincible for a little bit. Alright, well, I guess we can run around and see what we can do with that then. Now, rocks are very good for long hallways like this one, if there's an enemy that they can see, but not so good if they do what just happened there, where they get distracted immediately and stop murdering everything. The funny thing about rocks like this is they can actually wind up pinning enemies to the wall. And if they're stuck to the wall and can't see you through the rocks, they're basically out of the game. Go pick up all my money here before it dissolves. And since we killed the enemies down here, there's a fair chance that that rock up above actually went and murdered the turret over to the right, too. Because as soon as the thing that's keeping their attention is gone, they'll just zip around the world, killing everything they can find. Which is very satisfying. That something over there is going to blow up, yep. The real problem is just that we don't have a good, like, main weapon right now. This wand really doesn't cut it anymore. But we do have a very powerful option if we want to throw stuff at people. Since we're immune, I can just let us be on fire for a little bit here, but whoa, hello! That's a good room for a rock. Just send our hunter-killer boulder into that room full of guys, and soon it will be a room empty of guys. Can I get down here? Yes, thank you. More loots, please. Unfortunately, we didn't get all the money out of it, but we got some. Yeah, the starting spell is pretty garbage at this point. Normally, I wouldn't be using it at all at this stage. We have the rocks, so we have an option in case we need to have something with more punch. The problem is just that we only have so many of these. And as you can see, they tend to get stuck in the scenery. We'll do what we can, though. What's in here again? Dynamite, right. So we can use some homing dynamite also. It's not quite as reliable, because it has a very short lifetime, so it often will end up where you want it to. But you can do stuff with it. Like that. And we have more of them, if nothing else. Alright. What we're looking for in here, at this point... Oh, hey, there's a guy with a wand. Just fry these guys through the floor. Whoa, okay, everything exploded. That always makes me jump. Let's go check that wand the guy was running around with, since he's not going to use it anymore. It's a bubble wand, but it's a decent non-shuffle. It's just really small. The real problem is mana. This one has decent mana charge speed, but not enough to do anything really exciting with yet. It might be our best option. If we could get one mana recharge, we'd be laughing. But without a single mana recharge, we're kind of in the not quite up to speed stage of this. Add manas makes such a big difference. Get that gold. Okay, some of it at least. There's another health up. Let's grab that. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. It's still better than the starter wand. I'm gonna go back and grab it. There's just a lot of stuff around here. Whenever there's a giant explosion and the world suddenly opens up, it's important to make sure you don't get ambushed. I should take the spells out of it, though. That's the thing I forgot. I gotta remember I have Tinker, so if I want one of these for later, I need to save them. What we want to do with this, really, here, is just pop in one of these. That's pretty good. It would be even better if we actually put another one in there, but it makes it really expensive mana-wise. And it's still not that incredible damage potential, but it's better, so we'll take it. The problem is that it's just a really weak projectile, so... Even though it's better, it's still not great. Let's get away from that lightning for a second there. Especially against robots, because they have a lot of inherent damage reduction. Is it the edge of the world wall? Yes. Yeah, exactly. It does work well with homing, because the projectiles normally are very slow, but having homing on them makes them actually go for your enemy instead of just hovering in the air around you. Okay. I think we're just gonna get out of here. We'll grab a health. We'll that's what I wanted! Alright, we have an add mana. Now we got the juice. We're gonna murder this Steve from a safe location. The gods are enraged, so next time we'll be fighting Big Steve. So that'll be a good old time. Oh, I didn't mean to do that! I was trying to kick the rock and I hit the wrong button. I didn't see what my other perk options were, but now I have dissolve powders. Well, that's disappointing. I was just trying to kick the rocks out the way. Womp womp. Alright, well... Oh hey, new wand. That's a really long recharge time. Thanks, but no thanks, I think, on that one. We are going to... Let's see here. What can we do to make it? I think this is our shenanigans wand. So let's take the fireball and the bombs out. Take all these bits and pieces out of here. If we go... The problem is I don't have any multicasts, which is really going to slow us down. I should have grabbed some of those out of the wand earlier. I don't remember what it was now, but we definitely saw something that could have done it. We put these in here. We can pop those in there. We need 42 recharge time reduction, and currently I don't have 42 recharge time reduction. Well, I guess I do. I could put a third one in. But the problem is, 3 of those basically takes the full power of the add mana out. So we can do more with this wand if we get it fully up to speed, but right now it's gonna suck. So that is a bit of a problem. Alright, I don't think this is the way right now. I think we'll leave it in here for this second. This one... How long can I fire this? Pretty long. Invisibility and Lucky Mutation for the other 2. Okay, well... Dissolve Powders is fine out of that set, I suppose. I think if I wanted to do something with this... I really do need either some bigger scatters or some triple casts or something to get a better chain going. If we could put it all happening in one frame, this would be a really good wand base. But since we can't do that right now, it's a little flat. Alright. There is a quad here, which we're gonna buy, yes. But I don't know if that's enough. I think we'd need a little more than that. What I think we wanted... And the other problem is I don't have a chainsaw. The way to really make some shenanigans happen is to do chainsaw there, quad cast, put our things in it, and then put whatever we else want to have happen. Something like this. Looks like it actually still works pretty good with this one, though. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What does this actually do? Damage-wise. Still very low damage, though. That's the problem. We could swap these out for something a little bit punchier, but then we're going to run into mana problems again immediately. So, it's definitely not a good wand. It's just a little better than the one we had before. Yeah, long distance cast and teleports are okay. Oh. Alright. I mean... Be mad, I guess. I guess a Luki... not a Luki, one of the... oh. Okay. Time to dance. One of the spiders dug his way into the Holy Mountain trying to get at us while we were chilling out there. Long distance cast is cool. I don't know if I'm going to use it right now, but it's neat. I'm gonna keep these ones open. We can go mess with other stuff later. But yeah, I'm not very good at remembering to use teleport, so I'm just gonna leave it behind. Oh, hello! That's my biggest problem with teleport, is just that I forget I have it. Alright. Let's just fire some bubbles around this place. Let the homing do its work with the massive bubbles. Realistically, that's what's gonna make this wand pretty good, is just the fact that it fires a zillion projectiles and they keep homing in on things. So we can just fire them into a room and they will swarm our enemies to death. Just like that. Not our best possible wand, but a huge step up from what we were just using. Shooting me. I don't appreciate that. We do have to watch out, though, because things here that can drop toxic sludge are going to be dropping acid instead. Oh, there's a bunch of dead people down here. Let's grab some of that gold. Poison is also acid. Yeah, I noticed that. The poison gun he shot just immediately became acid. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I'm pretty sure the, what's the word I'm looking for? Hello. The... Did I? Oh, I did. I put all of my drills in this one. I have to remember that's where they are. Let's just deal with these swarm of guys chasing us. Actually, the funny thing about that is if they attack up with their toxin bullets, they're almost certainly going to melt themselves because the acid's going to fall back on them. That is a lot of spiders! interest you in fewer spiders game? Rocks also don't work on spiders because the rocks just eat them, or the spiders just eat them. That was a lot of spiders. The game's having a hard time parsing all the goo that just fell out of them, I think. Oh, we're starting to struggle. The game doesn't like something that's happening here. Can I get up a little bit? Oh, explosive barrels. That's a big one. I mean, sorry, change of language. Explosive barrel 1. Weird. Okay. The game is still going kind of slow. It just figured itself out again. I guess all that goo that was dropping really confused it, because normally my computer can handle this game pretty well. That was mean. The acid bullet stopped right on top of me. Okay, we have another faster projectiles here. That's a pretty decent baseline wand. A little slower on the recharge time, which is the big problem, though. We have a ton of cast delay reduction. We don't have a ton of recharge delay reduction. I'll take it because it's got stuff in it, but I don't know if that's really great for us right now compared to some of the other things we could be finding. There is a lot of badness happening. I guess all of these guys that drop poison now drop acid when you burn them instead, so that's spooky. This area got a lot more dangerous. Okay, well, while we're chilling in here, let's make the world a little worse again. Let's just go ahead and do another random fungal shift. And see what we get. I don't remember how much you need to eat for the second ones again. If it's more than the first one, or if it just needs the time delay. But let's make the world worse. There it is. SEMA! SEMA is a weird fluid that apparently normally only exists during a couple days of the year. It's like a Finnish something, I think. It's not a Finnish holiday. It shows up in the game. But now we've got some here. I gotta remember our main wand is now an incredible digging tool. Particle physics of this game reminds you of Powder Game, right? That's what originally got me interested in it. It was called like Dust or something, the one that I remember. We talked about this in a previous stream. Oh, get over that lip! Mina, come on. Over the lip. There we go. What is this? That's an interesting wand. The recharge time is still a huge problem. But that is an interesting wand. Let's take that guy. Okay. Because the thing about this one that makes it so cool is it has the... I've actually never seen that on this weapon before. The effect on it is basically if any part of that circle around the projectile touches an enemy, it hits them. So, oh, hello. It means you can do some crazy thing. Some crazy things, like our bubbles would all have a area of effect on them instead of just hitting where they home in on. So it's very cool, but I don't know how easy it'll be to actually put to use until we spend some time looking at it, and I don't want to stop for too long in here. Ow! Because this place is exploding! Stop exploding, game. It's okay. You don't have to blow me up. I promise, it's fine. I know we have Tinker. The problem is that if we stand still, we're gonna get swarmed by things. Those were the barrels I was wondering about, you're right. But yeah, the problem is not being able to edit things. The problem is not being safe to edit things. Woo! Like that. Okay, I think we've mostly cleared out a little safety bubble here, so if we want to play around with that wand, we should have a decent area where we're not going to get stomped on the second I look away. Okay, so the main thing is a recharge time problem here and mana charge. So we're going to need our add mana to make this one work. We also have a couple of triple scatters, which will help with our wand's multicast problem. Critical on wet enemies is fine. We don't have anything that creates water yet, so it's a little early for that to be super useful. We're in 3 casts per cast. So if we want to get this down to no recharge time, these are 17 each. So it's 34, 68 on 4 of them. So we'll need 5 luminous drills, which is just too many, I think, for us to be able to handle right now. Right? Because even just like this wand burns all our mana immediately. But we might be able to loop it and grab the add mana twice and use that with any kind of projectile in this slot, with this here. No, that doesn't work. I need to do this. And then I actually don't need this at all, I just need this here. I think that'll loop. I can't tell because we're not at the Holy Mountain, so I can't see the wall. But this is a set of 3 casts. This is a separate set. Actually, I don't even know if I need this, do I? Does this work? That looks like it's about the same, yeah. Because this means it's a triple cast that tries to cast 2 spells, and then 1 spell, and then 2 spells. So that should be as much as we can get out of it, and now these all have a homing aura on them too. There's some more stuff we can do with this, if we can find some other good bits and pieces here. But for now, I'll take what we got. Let's see how this works. If it doesn't work for us, we can always go swap it back, and we still have some tactical rocks if we need to really slap something. The problem is the mana cost. Having to spend 5 luminous drills is very mana expensive. If we could do this with regular drills or chainsaws, we would be laughing. But as it stands, we have a very mana-expensive version of this wand. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be viable at this mana cost. We'll find out, I guess. But, oh, we lost sound again. I think the computer must have a harder time with this game now that I am also streaming and recording it at the same time. Because even when I was just streaming, we never seemed to have any of these problems with the audio freaking out like this. But since we've started streaming and recording, it has been a little much for my computer, I think. So just to be safe, we're gonna do a little quick restart here. To make sure we don't wind up crashing it in some way. Exactly, sick. Restart with mods active. We don't actually have any mods active, but that does restart as it is to unbreak your runs if they're starting to explode. These guys are tough. Not when they dive me, though, because then they get the full blade to the face. That is a fast wand. Well, that's a lot of lava. But the yes shuffle makes it just no good for us. Yeah, mist would be pretty crazy. The problem is we still don't actually have a damage aura, right? We have this effect which pulls enemies onto them, but it doesn't actually hurt them yet. Gotta be careful in here, because all of these things are gonna turn into acid when they burn up. This isn't damage aura, is it? This doesn't have an aura on it. I could be wrong, but I think I just misunderstand maybe, because I'm pretty sure this is just the, like, quantum bullets zip into enemies aura. Alright, let's make our way back up here, see if there's anything else fun we can do while we have a little bit of extra health. We're looking for wands that have add mana and anything else fun in them. I don't think we have damage field. I'm pretty sure that's not what this is. I'd have to double check it, but I'm pretty sure that's not what this is. You might be right. I looked at it very briefly. Alright, what's down here? A bunch more gold. What is over this way? Well, there's another life up. We like those. I'll just drill my way out of this plant on the way out. Oh, there's a wand. Looks like it's in the fungal part of this zone. Chest as well. More gold, we'll take it. That's an unusual enemy to see in this area. Maybe he got polymorphed or something? Unclear. Oh, you're right. The bubbles aren't doing the warping thing I was expecting them to do. So I must be wrong. That's fine, though. Let's check a look at what this is. Take an ambrosia potion. I always forget to use them, but they're fun to have. There's a tiny wand. Alright, we're gonna scoot our way out of here as soon as we can. There's some good bits and pieces up there. If I can let my levitation recharge long enough to get up to it. Okay, what do we have up here? What is this? It is a faster recharge and I forget what that little green arrow shot is called. Magic arrow? Something like that. Recharge reducer's good, and we might be able to use it, but the problem is the mana cost is quite high on it. We're gonna grab it in a second. Now that there's no more enemies here for our collection, if nothing else. Whew, okay. What do I want to keep out of this mess? I will swap it for this one for now, and I'm just going to pull the mana recharge out of it, or the recharge reducer. Something's happening. Improve wands. Oh, nice. That actually might mean that I can take one of the two of these out. 47 recharge time, that's a huge improvement. Now I only need 3 of these. So let's, I guess, put 2 of them over there for now. And what is this like now? Yeah, I'd say that's better. I'd say that's better. Is there anything else I want to put in this wand? Twice as many does make it drain the mana, but it does also make twice as many bubbles, so that'll do for now. Alright. This slow juice is annoying. I didn't even see that guy coming. I hate the slow juice. Get off me, slow juice. I don't know what I'm stuck on in here, but I can't move. Okay, so now we've got a pretty decent wand. I think we're gonna get out of here before we run into any real problems. Get out of the way, dirt! We got places to go. Spiders to annihilate. Robots to blow up. And a Steve, a big angry Steve to fight. Okay. That's not my fault, gods. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. Oh, baby, that's what we're looking for. More ad mana. Now we can really make some weird stuff happen. I'm just gonna throw all the rocks I've got at him. Scott's a meanie. I don't want to deal with him. I think I threw too many rocks, though. He's a little stuck now. He has an ability that can turn on a, like... That's the wrong wand. I gotta swap these into the order so I use the right one at the right time. That can dissolve all the terrain around him if he feels like it. So we're just gonna kill him from a distance before he can figure out where we are again. Unfortunately, all of his gold went up into the ceiling, so it's gone. But he's just half a torso now, so that's fun. I also have dissolved powder, so his bone dust just disintegrates on us. Alright. Let's do some shenanigans work here while we've got a good opportunity to. So, what just happened? Okay, we got attract gold. That's fine. That's a perk that isn't gonna ruin our run. So, we have another ad mana. These guys add a ton of cast delay and recharge time. The recharge reduce is more recharge time, but less cast delay, which is actually better kind of for what we're doing here, for about the same cost. So I guess we could probably swap 1 reduced recharge time for 2 luminous drills. Yeah, ping pong path is a weird thing. Hey, Garuku, thanks for the raid. Ping pong path makes luminous drills do baffling bits. If we... I don't have enough room for all this stuff. Put some of these down here for now. Hey, Darkness. Hey, Garuku. Welcome. Garuku also streams some fun shenanigans, Noita, and other bits. Definitely worth checking out if you're interested in things of that nature. If we put these... Oh, this is a shuffle wand. This is a no shuffle wand. There you go. Problem solved. If we put these in here... Right, this should be a very good wand for just drill shenanigans. Yeah. Doesn't quite have the mana for it, but if we pop one of these on here... Oh, I don't have enough space in my inventory. My inventory's full of junk. Okay, let me finish one wand before I move on to the next one. This wand is now very fast. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'd say that's decent. Do we have any damage modifiers we can put on this right now? Not really. But we don't kind of need them right now. I could put other types of weaponry in it. So, like, if we wanted to get crazy with it, we could do this here. This is a triple cast already, so right now this is casting 1 spell, 2 spells, 3 spells. We actually don't even need the split here. It'll do everything just on its own. So that's pretty bonkers. But we could add in... this and... both of these... and this again? If we really want this thing to be silly, we put the shotguns in it. So we can make some more badness happen with this wand if we so choose. This one starts to get a little bit mana expensive, so I'll probably only need one of those in there. Yeah. I think that's still pretty good. That'll do. Alright, we can add some more bits to this later if we find some other fun things we want to play with, and then we can come over to this other wand down here. What is about to happen? Uh-oh. Goodbye, Holy Mountain! The gods are very angry with us, indeed. I feel like there's only so much more angry they can get, though. If I was really being clever with this, what I would do is I would do one of these, this, and I would break this first half, I guess, so it would be a spell loop. But as it is, it's good enough, so I guess I'll just leave it. Hoi, okay. The other thing I wanted to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need to make a space here, so I guess I'll put this down in that one. If we put ping pong path into this, excuse me, into this, it should make this wand do weird stuff also. Yeah. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't really want to use the trigger. I like being able to just stream death from us. I don't want it to, like, ping from somewhere else. So this'll do. I think this is a good set for now. What perk do I want? None of those, I don't think. Faster levitation is nice. I'm bad at managing my levitation, so having that helps. We'll reroll once. Iron Stomach, Worm Attractor, and Item Radar. Well, I actually think these are worse. So, hey, you know. That's what you get sometimes. I guess I'll take Item Radar, just so we can find some interesting things. I don't use these other bits, so, well... Let's take Iron Stomach. I'm probably not going to use it, but you can eat some weird stuff. Don't mind me, gods. You're already pissed. It's fine. I'm just trying to make things worse. Alright. Let's get rid of this barrel. It's a little worrying. We still don't really have any immunities at this stage. We are a glass cannon. Oh, but the gold comes towards us. Nice. We are very dangerous, but very fragile, is all I'm trying to say. Because if we get hit by anything that's going to stun us, and we can't already have a swarm of death in the air, we are going to be dead very quickly. Alright. I want to go in and get that gold, but I also don't want to burn. What do we have around here, then? There's a thing over there. There's a dead guy down there. Let's regenerate that levitation, please. Armed creature. Nearby creature gets a random wand. Is that so? There's a couple wands we can see right through the walls here, but I can't tell where we have to go to get them. Yeah, we're vulnerable to fire. We're vulnerable to everything. We have no invulnerabilities. As much as we might like to have them. That's SEMA, isn't it? Yes, it is. I don't know what SEMA used to be, but now it's SEMA. Alright, that guy's toast. We've got blood to acid. That's probably a no thank you. Yeah, exactly. I also think it is oil. Because it was coming out of these robots that we're murdering. That's accelerative? Yeah. Accelerative shot is neat. We're gonna steal it, because that's what we do now. Just grab the accelerative shot out of that wand. Thank you very much. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the wand at all, but the accelerative shot's fun. Basically starts your projectiles moving slowly and then speeds them up. Not so relevant for us when we are firing a zillion rounds at hyperspeed instantly. But the rocks, for example, if they speed up, they do more damage. So you put accelerative shot on a homing rock, and it's going to do even more damage. There's a wizard who tried to shoot us. It's good. It's good. So, one of the things we're going to go and do here shortly is show off a weird mini-boss that I found recently. But first we have to survive a little bit longer, because it's not in this zone. This zone does have one of the places that we're going to try and fungal shift again, though, so we'll be able to go and see what all that's going to do for us. Just blow all that up from a safe distance. And by safe distance, I mean I'm going this way. A teleporting wizard shouldn't be trouble because our wand doesn't hurt us currently. Twitchy, however, is big trouble. We just got hit with the twitchy effect, so all of those damage fields are now able to damage us. So we need to not use a wand that is likely to melt our faces. So we're just gonna hang out here for a second and not kill ourselves. Thank you. Yeah, twitchy is scary when you have a powerful wand like this. It will just obliterate you. And the worst part is, you do it to yourself. Alright. We have a decent amount of health now, at least, though. That is nice. Even though our actual, oh, all liquids are gone near us. Okay. Even though our actual survivability doesn't have any benefits of immunity, we do still have enough to take a couple of hits. What else is around here? Oh, there's a super expensive shop. We probably won't want to buy anything from them. No, I'm good. But it doesn't hurt to go and look what they've offered. We're probably not going to want to spend too much time in this zone, because there's a lot of things in here that will explode and murder you. And I don't really feel like getting exploded and murdered, but we do have to go check that altar before we leave here. That is our one thing to find before we leave. The fungal altar in this zone. I believe it is usually slightly left of the center of the area. The only problem is, I don't remember where we are in the area. I wasn't paying attention at the start as to whether or not we were moving left or right. So it might be a little hard to find, but we'll see what we can do. What is this? That could be good. First, let's kill these lightning friends that are coming to try and murder us. Not today, thank you very much. Okay, let's swap this one out. I'll take this. You can have that back, and I'll take this, and you can have that one. There you go. Now, where are we headed? In this direction, but I don't know exactly where. Another lightning friend. Thankfully, these Ukos are not going to have a whole lot of time to cause us any trouble before we eviscerate them. We do have a damage hose now, which means we can pay a lot less attention to some of these enemies. The problem is, we still have to find the altar I'm looking for. It's down here somewhere, and thankfully we're not destroying all of the environment with these shots, so I don't have to worry too much about accidentally deleting it, like we have done in some past runs. But I still have to find it, and I don't remember where it is. If we get all the way to the wall, we know we've gone too far, but give a bit of time before that's relevant. Don't get poured acid on, that would also be bad. I had a recent run where I was doing very good and then accidentally knockbacked myself directly into the heart of a giant vat of acid. It was just like, oh, that was a good run while it lasted. And now there's lava down there too. Speaking of bad things we don't want to fall in. Speaking of bad things we don't want to fall in, it's all lava down there now. Let's see, where are we actually trying to get to right now? We don't want to go too high, because the altar we're looking for is usually pretty low to the ground. Don't know why that blew up. But also, There is a lot of stuff being destroyed by acid in this world, so it might be hard to tell if we've actually missed it or not. We'll see, I suppose. Why is it always lava? It's not always lava, it's just usually lava. It's a decent wand, but I'm gonna leave it behind. Get this goo off me. Let me move at a normal speed. Thank you. Alright, hop across the beakers, fry ourselves some enemies, another shop. What is... oh! I don't think I've ever seen this spell. Huh. I'm not gonna buy it, but I don't think I've ever seen it. I do not trust those sentient wands enough to want to create one myself. What is this? There's some triple casts. Yeah, I'll take that wand. I'll leave the triple casts in it for now, but we can pull them out if we feel like it with our tinker. I'm starting to feel like we're not going to find what I'm looking for, though, which is sad. We might just have to bail on this for now. Yeah, we've already hit the wall, so we've gone too far. That is a lot of stuff. I think I want that. Let's take this and that, and gimme this wand. We'll sort through it later. Okay. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I don't know where it is, and I don't want to destroy it or mess with anything up, so we'll probably have to come back here after. It's possible what we're looking for is nearby here, but, I don't know. Oh. Well, now it's a matter eater. Alright, listen, you want me to blow up the world? Okay. We'll tear a hole in the universe here, and if it messes up my objective, that's fine. Who needs this floor anyway, right? Who needs it? I certainly don't. Is there anyone left alive over here? Alright, let's go check out this wand while we're here. We've evaporated everything nearby it. Woo! That guy had some punch to him. He exploded pretty hard. Okay, recharge our levitation and scoot over to see what this is all about. It is junk. Alright, well, I mean... yeah, this place is in good shape, right? Leave it no worse than when you found it, that's the saying. That's a lot of explosive boxes, we're gonna leave that alone. Let's get under here. And down further down. I feel like the acid probably ruined what we were looking for. Wow. That is a lot of lava. I think the acid probably ruined what I was looking for, just because so much of it has poured over this level that the likelihood of anything not being toasted is somewhat lower than normal. Okay. So, there it is! Hey, we found it! I'm glad I came up here before we left. Alright, we need to fungus up the world again. Oh, hold on. Get rid of this non-fungus garbage in our bag here. Thank you. Alright. Time to make the world weirder. We can try and control what happens to the world by holding one of our potions in our hands while we're doing this. But instead, we're just gonna make the world suck. Oh, great. More things are acid. Oh, no! Fungus is acid! No! That's the worst outcome. Because now I can't do the rest of them. That's so sad. Alright, well, here you go. You can have my bag of acid now. I'll just leave, it's okay. Alright, let's get out of here. I mean, it's not hubris. In order to do what I was trying to do, I had to make all of them do a fungal shift. The gods are very angry with you. Alright. Well, we're angry, so this is appropriate. That's too many rocks, but you know what? Here, have an extra one. That ghost is really close. I don't like him. If he touches us, he'll start doing, like, contact psychic damage, which is very annoying. And I can't do a darn thing about it. His spawner is below us somewhere, and until I destroy that crystal, he's just gonna be able to run around and cause us trouble. Is that permanent shield? Yeah, I'll take permanent shield. Makes up for some of my other mistakes. This stuff is all too expensive for me to want to buy it. I almost kind of don't need the heal right now, which is crazy. We have so many things in this that are so dangerous. Okay, what do we want to do with all these spell components? I don't like this. Not a big fan of personal tentacler. Yeah, more best laid plans, exactly. Plasma beam thrower will kill us, holy bomb will kill us. Large explosive box will kill us. In fact, I think the short version is everything in here kills us. I'm gonna hold on to this piercing shot, too. Intense concentrated light's a cool spell. I don't know where to put things. I guess I'll probably just hold on to this wand as like a storage wand. It's cool. It's not good for us. It's like a high punch damage weapon, but it's very slow, so it's hard to aim. Okay, you know what? Let's just go on with what we got. I'll take this too, it's fine. If we need more health later, which we will, I'll deal with it when we get there. So... First of all... Can I kill this guy with... Yeah. The area effect damage doesn't seem to be super powerful on him, but the other damage does. I guess I just leave here. It doesn't matter if we go through the door or not. That is a big wand. That is a lot of tentacles and piercing. His crystal is right down that hallway, so we should be able to kill him by just firing down here, but it doesn't seem to be going where I want it to. Oh, it's because it got covered. There we go, now he's toast. This is a jillion tentacles with piercing. Piercing is scary because it makes things hurt you. And since tentacles start touching you, I don't know if that's a good idea or not. It's a cool wand. I don't know though. I think I'm just gonna... Having piercing as an available option is pretty cool. I don't know if it's a good idea. We could put our healing bolts on it and try and use those to heal us, but I don't know if there's an easy way to do that right now. I'm not very good at using healing bolts for healing. I don't think I actually care about any of this stuff, so I'm just going to swap this wand and use this as a base in case we find something else cool we want to do it with later. Let's just melt everything in that room, thank you. So what we are looking for here... I don't know if they're annoying as eye floaters, because eye floaters murder you. The, like, reflecting, if you shoot me, I shoot back things are way more likely to kill us than the ghosts are. The ghosts are just annoying, because you have to maneuver around them carefully. So one of the things we're looking for here is towards the bottom right of this map. We're probably going to go murder the final boss before we come back up, so we don't have to worry about it later. But I guess I don't have to do that. We're not going to be ending the game on the final boss anyway, so I might as well go and... Whoa! Okay! Don't know what that was, but that wand did something weird. Good thing it's in the lava now, I guess. What was this? Oh. That was a projectile area teleport. This is the one I was thinking about. Oh, and you get... Yeah. You get the little doodads in your vision. The floaters. Yes, sorry. Now I see what you mean. I thought you were talking about the floating eyeball enemies. Because there are a lot of different types of those as well in this game. Whoa, we found a swapper, friends! And a lot of badness. Well, someone's dead down here. I don't think the swapper died, though. I think he went down this tunnel. He did. Along with a guy that makes us twitchy. Thankfully, they're both dead now. They do just kind of get in the way. Especially once you can't stop noticing them. That's when they're the most annoying. Often you can kind of just, like, put them out of your mind and not think about them too much, and then it's like, whatever. Not my favorite, but it's not inconveniencing me in any way. But sometimes you just can't stop noticing them once you see them there and you're trying to sleep. That's the bad times. Alright. Where am I going from here? I know I'm going down and to the right is our overall objective. Woo! Wow, this place is too tough for boom! You tend to notice eye floaters mostly when you're driving. That's a pretty bad time. I will give you that. That is a pretty bad time to see them. Alright, let's get back down this way then. Having fungus to acid, I bet you made some really hostile fungal caverns. Ooh, ooh. That guy just drops acid everywhere when he dies now. I don't like that. So much stuff is just acid everywhere now. Let's get over and take a look at this wand. Excuse me, coming through. Just renovating your walls. Don't worry too much about it. Ooh, another ad mana. Okay. I think we don't care about anything else in this. The wand's okay. Like, it's pretty good. But I don't think it's so good that we have to drop everything to take it. I think I'm just gonna throw this wand away. I'm not using it for anything. Having Ping Pong Path on Luminous Drill is pretty funny, but I'm not using it for anything, and... Well, actually, I'm gonna want to. Even if I'm not doing it yet. It's fine. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pop this in here. We have Tinker everywhere. I'm just gonna pull this mana into this one. And then I'm gonna put it back. I don't think I need the rest of the wand, and I like the idea of maybe doing something with the piercing wand in a bit. And now, our digging wand can fire infinitely. That's how you dig! Ooh, get away from those! But yeah, now we can dig. Okay. We're gonna need that digging soon anyway, so this will work out for us. For now, we'll just, you know, shoot some shots in there and then leave. The powders dissolve as we get close, so they can't interfere with us. I want to get down below here, so this is probably the easiest way. We can fry our way through the world if we so choose. But, I don't feel the urgency on that just yet. This is gonna blow up in a second. So I'm just gonna help it along. Yeah, the other version of a laser that I had previously was boomerang spells with the luminous drill. Because that is also a pretty shenanigansy laser. Let's just hop down this little hole here. Try and avoid stepping into what looks like a lot of acid smoke. Because I still want to head towards the right wall. Until we get to the right wall, I don't know if we've overshot our objective yet or not, so I want to be a little bit careful with it. Regeneration field, oh, nice. We don't have a whole lot of missing health, but I will still take the heals. Okay, there's the bottom, so we're not going in there just yet. We can go in there if we want to pick up one more perk before we go to mess with the rest of the world. What am I doing? Thank you, drill. But we don't have to go there just yet. That is a whole lot of bits and pieces. And this is why the swappers will regret hitting us, because our bullets chase them around and they don't hurt us. Alright, so if we head up the hill here, we can head further to the right, and that'll take us where I want to go. Let my levitation recharge before we get there. I don't like this crystal being in the way. Just put it over there. We do not want to accidentally hit crystals with our silly beams here, so try and avoid it if we can. Not all crystals are dangerous to us, but some of them are quite bad. Alright, now we're on track for where I'm trying to go. I think we are, in fact, at the bottom right corner of the area, which is not where we want to be. But just above it is. So if we can make our way up here just a little further. Yeah, right up through here. There's a weird thing here that I only discovered recently. Look at this thing. It's a strange, glowy, red pyramid. And I know what to do with it, because I figured it out during this run earlier this week. Alright, let's grab all the juice. Something there is, like, flash exploding, which is weird. Let's just make sure we have some room to maneuver here in case we need it. I think we have enough damage that we'll just be able to evaporate anything that might cause us problems anyway. But just to be safe, just quickly scout this area and make sure nothing's going to surprise us from behind. No polymorph wizards waiting in the wings. That's a lot of acid. I forgot about the acid these guys all drop now. Okay, so this is the reason why ages ago I saved those eggs. If we put some eggs into a wand, I guess I'll throw away this, and we throw. Because you see this egg symbol on it? It's got like a cracked egg orb on it. One egg doesn't do anything, but 3 eggs activates this thing. The whole pyramid itself comes alive and tries to come kill you. Thankfully, we are silly, so we can just punch it away with the force of 1,000 lasers. But we don't do a lot of damage to it, and I don't know if it does anything else. So we're just gonna try and keep it under control here for a second. And hopefully kill it this way. I believe it has a damage aura around it, so if they get close enough to hit us, they will just start killing us. So that's not great. One of them's dead. They all drop, from what I saw last time, they all basically drop a random spell when they die. Oh yeah, this is absolutely fire hose tactics. This is the keep away boss battle. If they can't get near you, they can't murder you. There's another one dead. Are they all gone? There's 4 items, 5 items dropped? That's weird. I was pretty sure they only dropped 4 items. The air here is still exploding. But we did it! So the thing about them is they can tear through the ground at you too, so if you're not careful, they can really shred things. So, we don't need these eggs anymore. All you need is to be able to hit them with, I believe, 3 eggs? Or maybe 2 eggs? Oh, the arrows were mine! You're right! I threw that out earlier, and then they just obliterated everything around it. That's a good point. Okay. And now we can go into another bad place. This is going to be a quite dangerous place for me, actually, because I can't see anything in here. Do we have a light spell we saved earlier? No, we didn't save one. I can just obliterate everything before it gets close to us. But this place is full of sentient wands and darkness. So without an ability to see in there, it's going to be very spooky. One thing I would like to do is try and make a more punchy wand instead of these, like, rapid-fire spam wands in case we run into one of those enemies that spam isn't super effective against. So we do have the rocks for that. That's probably one of our better bets. I don't know if that'll work against everybody, obviously, and we don't have that many of them. But that is an option for now. If we run out, we could try swapping in something like Intense Concentrated Light. Also, just to show you what that looks like, because it's fun. Let me pop these in here. Just so we can show it off, because I don't think I've done it on stream before. It does that animation. Which is cool. So, that's a neat spell. I don't know if we're going to be able to use it for much, but it sure is neat. It's just really slow. Okay, so the problem in here is that there's also, in addition to it being dark as heck, there's hostile wands and other baddies that are going to make our life nasty if we can't see where we're going. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to the boss fight, pick up our final perk, torch the boss, and then come back up and mess around. This is what I've done in a lot of my runs recently, which is probably why they haven't been victories, because I go and kill the boss and then try and go into dangerous places that I shouldn't be. So let's... Excuse me. Rude. Let's make our way back down towards the final boss, and then go and fight some more final bosses than that. Because calling this guy the final boss does not appropriately respect the absolute shenaniganry of later bosses. Alright, what do we got in here? We got some stuff. Nothing in there that's really exciting to me. Is there no, Steve in this one? Oh, there he is. He's just chilling outside. That's weird. I don't think I've seen that before. So we can take lightning immunity, or we can re-roll and try and get something more exciting. Oh no! I walked too far away! Well, that's fine. We can get back in there once the evil particles clear. I just wanted to kill Steve, or Scott, rather. I forgot that that would, tell the gods we were done in there. Oh. Did they slow down heavily? I can't tell. They don't look slowed down that heavily to me, but I'll take your word for it. Alright, so the pain particles look like they're gone, so we should be able to come back through here again now. So, I don't know if we really want lightning immunity. It's probably the least interesting immunity. Let's do at least one reroll here. These all suck too. Alright, well, let's burn all the rest of our money. We have Wand Experimenter. That's probably the best out of these options. Not super thrilled by it, but whatever. It gives us some healing, which will help if we're going to try and mess around in the rest of the world, which we are going to be doing. So, let's go obliterate this poor boss, and then we can get out of here. Because we've got more cool places to go. Hello, friend! Oh, the ghosts really don't like him. Goodbye! Good fight, Colby Silma. You really did your best. Alright. So we're not going in there. Excuse me. Let the lava out, please. I don't want lava up here. I want to stand up here. It'll have to do. So we're gonna have to wait a second for all this lava to pour out, and then we're gonna go back up into the world. We have a nice little time to hang out here while the lava drains, because there is a lot of lava in there. We could probably speed it up a little bit if we do some of this. We might also need to do a little bit of this, so it drains faster on the bottom too. I don't know if that's actually a good idea or not, but it was fun to mess around with. Cost us more health than it was probably worth. The problem is the lake has to pour over that lip there, so opening the hole doesn't really change the speed at which it drains. The other side is also draining, and it's probably going to take even longer. So we got a little chill here. Gives us time to relish our victory before we move on to the next stage of obliterating things or getting murdered. Because we have a long way back to go. And we are going to make some enemies while we do it. Alright. Lava's starting to get down. Oh well, water trail. How to make the lava mad in one easy step. And also make my game cry, as it produces way too much water. Well, I want to go up to this top left corner, but I can't do that while there's also still water trail on. So we'll have to wait a little bit longer, because if I try and go up there now, I'm just going to drown. But we can mess with the lava while we're here. It does slow down the game pretty hard, though, when there's this many particle effects interacting. So let's get away from this, so it can just chill out. Oh, we can dig down with that. Oh, I made too much smoke up here, that's gonna be annoying. We can dig down with that, because there is a big lava lake underneath here that the water would help us dig down through. But that's not what I want to go do right now. We're going elsewhere. Alright. What we're gonna go do is... this is one of the times where I wish I kept some teleportation or faster travel. Because now that I have to actually go somewhere. Can I drill this stuff? Oh, sure can. Extremely dense rock isn't as powerful as a luminous drill with a ping pong paddle attached. Alright, let's go into bad place zone. Where things suck and we can't see. I believe if we can survive far enough in here, we will reach a point where we can see again. And unleashing our absolute shenanigans firepower into random into this area should let us survive it. So, while this might not be the most exciting thing to look at, we're going to be going somewhere that might murder us. And, I mean, it probably will murder us. I found it recently, but it was a bad time. Put that slow light attack on that want to work as like a tracer. The problem with that, the intense concentrated light, is that it is very slow. Very mana intensive. We're firing a very fast attack, and I don't think the concentrated light actually illuminates things. It's just like a laser, in the same way that these are. So, it's a good idea, a good thought, but I don't think it actually works. Oh no. Well, I hope there's no acid beneath me, because I'm about to fall. Or acid above me. Ow. My bones. Okay. Someone's shooting at us, so let's shoot up at them. I don't know what was up there, but I guess it was this wand, and it's dead now. Okay. I do wish we could see for coming into doing this, though. It is very difficult to tell where I am in here right now. And I will be very disappointed if we die to, like, a polymorph wizard and we can't see anything. At the very least, I don't believe this removes what you have been able to see when you go back. So at the very least, we should have a lit tunnel to leave with. That's not a huge consolation when we're trying to trek through the darkness like this. Thankfully, this is where our homing pays dividends. We don't have to know where enemies are to delete them from existence. Oh, is the wizard's den also dark? I thought it was light in here. Alright, that's no good. Alright, we're gonna go back. We have other things we can go and do. I was hoping that we'd be able to see once we got into the wizard's den, but apparently it is also dark in there. There is a boss arena, I think, that I found on the east side of the wizard's den, and then got polymorphed and murdered, so I didn't get the chance to actually go in and see what it does. But we're gonna have to go try and find ourselves some light spell or something elsewhere in the world to come back here, because I don't really want to go through this whole area in the dark. Because that one gets a lot more dangerous. This magical temple place is not super healthy for us, but the wizard's den is full of master wizards, and they will murder us if we can't see where they are or what's going on. It doesn't take much for them to ruin our day. So let's swing back over to the west. And then we'll start traveling up the world again. I guess electric torch would technically be a light source, but without electricity immunity, I do not trust it. Speedy movement. Nice. That's helpful for the backtracking we have to do now. We can just kind of drill our way to wherever we want to be, which is, get off the cursed rock, which is a nice way of getting around a little faster. But extra movement speed will also help us go where we want to go. This place is all, like, weird back and forths. Thankfully, we don't have to pay attention to them, because we can just blast our way through the world. There's a health up, nice. This is one of those times where I really wish I kept my faster, oh, okay. Everything is turning into pain all of a sudden. Please stop that. Acid is appearing out of nowhere. Everything's turning into fire. Alright. We're okay, but that took a lot of damage. That guy's mean there, too. He has a damage aura around him, so if I try and stop on that wall, he's gonna cause me damage. Alright. Let's not touch the cursed rock and keep making our way out of here. Thank you. Don't know what's going on over there, but I don't like it. One of those proximity damage ghosts. When you kill them, they turn into this weird bubble that, if you kill it again, sprays those curse orbs everywhere. The Wizard's Den is dangerous. It's just dangerous in a different way. What you learn playing this game is that everywhere is dangerous. TLDR. What we're looking for, though, is any wand, because any wand that we find, if it's not going to kill us to shoot, will give us some free healing. Okay, we've made it to the top, so we can just dig... Really? It wasn't even in your circle, dude. That's mean. Any wand that we can shoot will give us some free healing. So finding wands is particularly valuable now, if we haven't picked them up before. Now, even if they're not very good, it's still gonna be useful to us. Alright, let's get through this little wall, pick up our loot. Where else do we want to go here? Basically up is the short version. Ooh! Don't know where that acid came from, but I don't like it. I guess I'll go a different way. Alright. There's another health up, nice. The problem is, until we get some more healing, getting more health ups doesn't really... Whoa. Wands have slightly better stats again. What did that do to our wand? We made it still 3 spells, it's a little bit faster. I can maybe... No, I can't take it anymore. We still have enough here to minimize everything. It's not quite enough recharge time to only need 1. Still very good, though. Okay, how can I get out of here quicker? We just scrape our way through the world. That's a barfing guy. He just spits acid at you, which is very rude. Normally it's toxic sludge, which makes him really not that dangerous, but we turned that into acid, which makes him significantly worse. Alright, we made it back to the top. Nice. We don't have to go out the official top. There's nothing that says that this is where we have to leave from, because we're going to be shredding the world anyway. But what can I say? I wanted to come back and see if we left anything fun in here. I don't think we did. I don't think we left health or item recharges in most of our most recent ones, which is a little unfortunate, but that's fine. Let's just tunnel our way out of the Holy Mountain. Because we got places to be, and they are not this place. Hello! Welcome back to the vault! We are here to cause more problems. We still have Healing Bolt. Yeah, that's the problem. I just don't know how to use Healing Bolt. I just don't understand it. I don't know it well enough to be able to use it for anything special. I know, the one thing I know you can do with it is if you find a humanoid enemy like this one, You can put Healing Bolt on a wand with nothing else and throw the wand at them. They'll shoot Healing Bolt at you until it runs out of charges. So, like, that is a way for us to heal right now. We could put Healing Bolt on a wand, give it to them, and just let them shoot us 20 times. But, I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm just gonna fry this one. But that is the only way that I know how to heal with Healing Bolt, and I'm certain that that is not the way you do it. I don't know what the best strat is, but I know it's not that. Because that is way too janky to be a reliable strategy. The sad thing is, we didn't find any of the cool spells I was looking for, so we're gonna go get some ourselves. That's one of the things we're working our way back up the world for, is to get some of the cool spells. We just need to survive long... Oh, hello. Survive long enough to get there. Don't you shoot rockets at me. I'm the one shooting everything, not you. And we'll grab the gold, though, because I am greedy. No you. Alright, this should be our giant hole that we dug in the world when we activated the remove ground in here. I forgot how much we fried this holy mountain. Alright. Is there anything interesting in here again? I don't think so. Nah, we're good. Alright, onwards and upwards then. Let's activate our... Excuse me. Healing bolts just shoot out and heal the target? Exactly. You have to actually get hit by them for them to heal you. I guess boomerang shots could do it. Ping pong path maybe is good enough to do it, but I don't know how long the lifespan of the healing bolt is to know if I can trust that. Wow, that actually almost goes all the way to the top. Ow. Ow, why did we catch fire there? Oh, there's a tiny bit of fire there. Great. Yeah, boomerang, ping pong path. There are a couple of things that might do it. We can try ping pong path in a second here. Just to see if that'll do it for us. But, like, honestly, all I need to do is remember to pick up any wands that we find, and I should be fine. Brain too little? Yeah. Yeah. Some of the real crazy shenanigans you can do in this game makes for some very complicated looking wands. Alright. That wand doesn't count. It has to be a wand that we have not fired before in order to get the healing effect out of it. So, we've got to be a little bit careful with what we're trying to pick up here. Excuse me. You don't get to exist there anymore. I'm coming up this way. Don't you shoot at me. The audacity of some of these people. That's what we're looking for. A wand we can pick up and fire at ourselves. Not fire at ourselves, just fire, I guess. First, though, we kill all the wizards. Oil trail. Well, that's gonna make shooting anything very annoying. Oh, come on now. Well, now we get to sit here for a bit while this SEMA clears. Because oil doesn't exist in this world anymore. And I need to get up there to that. Without suffocating. This is a return bolt. Okay, that's fine. We can shoot that a couple of times. Oh man, the recharge is oh! These even produce SEMA. Rude. Alright, this'll heal us a couple times. It's gonna also jump us up and down as the game tries to teleport us to the point where the end of our wand was. The recharge time on this thing sucks. But I can't edit it, because as soon as I try and edit it, it loses the experimental property. Done. Actually, do I care about this? Do I want that? Another reduced recharge time? I think I've got one in my inventory that I'm not using. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Well, we're gonna want it if I want to try and make some real shenanigans wands later. So we got some empty spaces. I'll hold on to it. You can remove spells, but not reorder or put any spells on it. Oh, really? I thought if you modified it at all, it still failed. We haven't fired the tentacle wand, but I also don't trust it. I think it's gonna kill me if I fire it. So I don't know if I trust that one. Yeah, we could go kill Dragon, that's true. That's a good call. I forgot I skipped him on the way up. On the way down, rather. Yeah, the piercing is scary. Alright. Don't step in the polymorphine. Obliterate every bad guy that's ever been born. And pick up the loot. We gotta get over to the right-hand wall now if we're gonna go try and fight the dragon, which is, I think, a good call. We're here to go fight a bunch of big, silly things, and the dragon is a perfect fit to start us off on that adventure. First, I gotta get through there, though. Hey, Mike! Just watched me on YouTube forever ago. Why'd I stop? Well, I mean, the main reason I stopped... There are, I guess, 3 reasons that I stopped doing YouTube and streaming back when I did. Ooh, that's perfect. Just hold that for a second. One of them is I had to pay bills. So I was doing YouTube full-time and eventually had to make a call on if it was going to be financially feasible for me. And it wasn't. So I had to go get a traditional job, and my traditional job took all of my attention and time and energy for a long time. Another reason is I am a creature of habit, and if I continue doing something, it is easy for me to not stop. But once I stop, it's really hard for me to start again. This is a weird wand. It has Venomous Curse on it, which is a crazy thing. I'm just gonna take this out so we don't murder ourselves with it. And then let's test if this still heals us. No. If you take something out of the wand, it doesn't heal you anymore. And it's true, the fungal caverns are full of acid now. The third one is just... I had been doing it for a long time, and I was a little burned out, so I needed to give myself a break. And in the combination of having a lot of other things taking up my time and having a hard time restarting things once I stopped doing them, it just really killed my ability to keep making stuff for YouTube. So, we will see if I wind up getting back into it again. I've been streaming pretty consistently now for a month and a half. So it's not impossible that we could go back to YouTube at some point. But that's why I stopped. Probably a bit more of an essay than you were expecting, but that's basically the story. Was there a fire? Yeah, there was a fire. The fire happened in between my first having to stop and like stopping completely. But yeah, the apartment we were in burned down while we were on vacation at PAX. So that was an adventure. But I think that was after or before rather, the big go away. I thought just drilling out this thing made the dragon spawn, but I guess you actually have to go into the egg, huh? That's scary. That's what killed us last time trying to fight this guy. Got stuck on things trying to get out of the egg. But he's toast. Good fight. Fireball orbit. All fair reasons. Life happens, things change. Inflation inflates. Yeah. Have a good night yourself. This is a perfectly good healing wand for us. It's got a long cast delay, though. I don't think we're going to want to keep this one for anything, but I can at least get some more health out of it. I forget, does this guy drop worm blood? I don't think so. It looks like he just has normal blood in him. Alright. So this spell effect that we have on us is called Magic Guard. It is 4 little floaty bullets that spin around you, and I don't entirely know what they do. They're neat, but I don't entirely know what they do. So I think... here's what I wanted to test. I think I'm just going to throw all the tentacles away. Get out of here, tentacles. No, I don't believe that illuminates us. I believe it is just a, like, defensive spell. Then we put a this in here, and we put a this on that. And let's just see what this does, because this should make it pierce, so it'll go back and forth. We may be able to heal off of it a couple times if this works how I'd hope it does. Because we now have a piercing healing bolt that we should be able to jump back in front of. Our various perks shouldn't cause this to kill us. The only thing I'm worried about is maybe our shield to deflect it so we don't get the ability off of it. But if we do this... it's a little too fast. I need like a slow down the bullet ability because I can't catch up to it like this. Darn. I don't think I have anything that'll slow down the wand. We may have to come back to that later then. I think it's a potentially good idea, it just won't work in this iteration. This wand is just not as good for what I'm trying to do with it. Actually, is this guy shuffle? Yes, it is. That actually makes it a little harder to use. Makes it harder to know if it's piercing or not. Well, it's always piercing. Makes it harder to know if it's gonna ping pong or not. Yeah, we could put ping pong on wand number 1. I don't know... like, that'll make it shoot a lot more, but I don't know if it's actually going to make a big difference. Because, like, I can pop this here and just go... that makes a fun little light show. But I don't know if it's actually going to make it any more powerful, right? That's the concern that I have. And having ping pong here means we have a very good digging tool. And I do still need a digging tool. We can shuffle things around and just see what they do for fun, but, yeah, that's the concern there. Alright, let's scoot up here. We got places to be. And those places are up. Alright, there's the up. We kind of want to be over this way. So I'm just going to tear through the world till we get there. Whoa. That's really scary. That's really scary. We aren't immune to explosions, so... Jeez. Let's just blow some holes in the world and see what happens. That's Cloud of Spirits. I can't pick that up just yet. Exactly, we have a homing mist, which could be fun to play around with, but I can't pick it up yet. That's the problem. Because if we fire it, it's gonna just start constantly exploding. So, I guess I could pick it up right now, I just can't use it yet. Once the constant exploding ends, we can see what happens with this. So if we fire this, it's just a mist. It makes us drunk when we get in it, 'cause it's a mist of spirits. But it is also a homing mist. So if we find an enemy, it should try and run over and murder them. So if we take one of these out and put it up here just for fun. Let's go back and get the piercing wand first. Because I don't want to leave that behind. I don't think I care about either of those other bits, but I will take the other mist, I guess. Just in case we want it for something else. Because now we make some other weird things happen. I think what we want to do for this is long distance cast this. No, that takes way too much mana to rapid fire. I can only do that if it's a slow cast, that's right. Because that thing costs like 100 mana. No, it's 0 mana. It's just that the spirits are too expensive. I can't use this with them. That's fine. Can I make a healing mist? No. The mist itself can't take on the properties of other spells. There might be something that makes a spell heal instead, but if there is, I've never seen it. The mist does have the damage field sometimes. See? They really want to go kill that spider. The problem right now is going to be making sure that the mist actually goes over to kill the thing and not all the bubbles we're firing. There's something up there, though. There was something up there. There's another wand. That's Bloodlust. We're not touching that one. Bloodlust makes your spells more powerful, but also murder you. So what we're gonna do then, I think... Oh, treasure ray, nice. There's another wand over there I can go take a look at. We're back to full health again, more or less, so that's nice. That gives us some more leeway to do some more shenanigans. What? Oh, I'm drunk, that's why. I was like, why did the spread on this get so much worse? But that's why. Yeah, that mist is trying to murder him. You saw that? The mist goes at warp speed to murder your target. Alright. That's pretty fun. Let's get out of here. Ooh, hey. Yeah, now we have murder clouds. So that's pretty cool. We have bullets for attacking things directly, and we have mist for just like homing in death on people. I'm pretty sure this whole place is messed up now, so I don't actually have to go up the top of it. Oh, did I take... No, it's just that it takes a while to drill through this, and I'm drunk, so everything is a little bit more spready than normal. There we go. In fact, you know what? You can explode too. Thank you. Now, I don't think there was anything in here we wanted. There is a wand I never fired, so we can get a little bit of extra health out of that one. I can get in the water and wash this goop off. That one is explosives with lightning charges. I think we're full health again. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Take our piercing wand for later, and up we go. Don't mind me, just drilling through the holy mountain yet again. Alright. I think I drilled up on one of the biggest points, but it's fine. You fools. You've made a terrible mistake, little Hisi. coming to attack me. Alright, it's not quite the homing rocks experience I had recently, but it is just as silly. So we need to head our way back up to the top of this zone now. Woo, that's a lot of fire. We're having a little, questionable... Oh. Did we not trip? Weird. We got the trip effect voted for, but the game was just like, nah, I'm good. I've got enough going on right now. Just decided not to spawn the effect. I don't know what's up with that. Sorry, folks. Game decided to skip it. Alright, up we go. We got places to be. Baddies to annihilate. And bigger, more interesting baddies to then annihilate further. Yeah, I don't know if it was being drunk that caused it to stop happening. I suspect it was. Oh, here's the fish! I'm amazed they're still alive. Still wiggling. Alright, there's a bunch more shops in here. I believe we already grabbed the perks again. I think we just need to head upwards again from here. We can use some worm tunnels to save us some time, though. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the west. Because there's a weird thing over here that I want to go pick up. I have no idea what it's for, but I want it. Please do not tell me what it's for if you know, but I have not yet figured it out on my own. So, we're going to be going back into the dark, annoyingly. Speaking of places that we were trying to avoid going earlier. But we'll deal with that in the inside. This one shouldn't be quite as bad. This is one downside of our cloud being Cloud of Spirits, is that we're constantly setting everything on fire. And some of you may be saying that that's not a downside, that's a positive. But we're not immune to fire, so it's a little bit of a downside. Alright, we're here again. Welcome back to the magical temple. The thing I'm looking for here is at the top of the area. And it is weird. It is so hard to see in here, though. If we hang out near the top, the very top of the world doesn't have the same darkness effect. Oh yeah, heal, thank you. So we can get away with it a little bit if we hang out near the top. And that's handy, because that's actually where we need to be. Ah, stop setting the world on fire! I'm running out of water, I'm gonna have to refill that soon. Here it is! Welcome to a world of strangeness. We've encountered these before. No, you don't. Those little purple bubbles will polymorph you if they hit you, so that is bad news. Let's just throw a couple murder everything clouds into this area and leave it at that. Now, I don't know if I can accidentally destroy this thing with the luminous drills, so I'm gonna just point them at a safe angle. I can destroy it! But it's fixed once I pick it up. I don't know what this thing is. It just makes little music notes. And there's a book here that says, as with everything else, every celestial body also has its counterpart. For every golden star is a dark enigma, and for every silvery moon there is a hollow shadow. No idea what that means yet, but I'm looking forward to trying to figure it out eventually. while we're here, while we're messing with things anyway, we can go and pick up an orb. Gotta stop setting myself on fire, though. Maybe this isn't the best way if that cloud's gonna stay there. Although I guess I could just go over it. Nothing says I have to go not through the extremely dense rock. Just blow up everything that ever existed in there, so we're safe. Yeah, I don't think the cloud is fart. I don't think the cloud is illuminating anything. I think it's just as we walk in, we get to see where we are. I don't really want to spend that much more time in here because this place is a pain in the dark. We are suffocating in alcohol. That is the other downside of our alcohol clouds everywhere. What a way to go. Let's just make sure that guy doesn't get to us. And here we go, the orb room. If memory serves, there's no baddies in this one, it's just a fun treasure. What? I don't trust this thing. We went in this earlier and it got weird. I'm not going in this one right now. We got a good run going. I'm not throwing it all away just for that. Something exploded. Nah, we went in one of those earlier and it freaked the game out extremely badly. So I'm not doing that again just yet. Under normal circumstances, we would have, and if I didn't already know it made my game have a heart attack, I would have as well, but it was just a little too weird. I know it's to the east, but the last portal to the east was a portal to a black screen that lasted for like 15 seconds and then put us back exactly where we were. So I don't trust it. So I'm gonna leave that one alone this time. What an outrageous wand we've got here. Alright. Take the portal to entombment. That's what it feels like, isn't it? Alright, let's fry our way out of here and keep going up. Unfortunately, we have... Ooh, that's probably a better mist. Oh no, it's only 10. It's got charges. Mist of Spirits doesn't have charges. If we could get one of the cool... Yeah, I'll swap this one for this. There you go. If we could get one of the cool spells, then that wouldn't matter. But we're gonna go get one of those. That's what we're on the adventure to. We got places to go. Shenanigans to do. It doesn't matter where the entrance is, but if we can go out the entrance, that would be convenient. I think we were over towards the west wall, so we probably need to go east to get back to the way up. Doesn't really make a difference, but... knowing where we are might help us get around. Although I guess since I want to go to the west as soon as I get up there anyway. Questionable as to whether or not this was a good idea. Now, I think one of these at some point has some, like, recharges that we haven't consumed. Aside from perk lottery and typical holy mountains, can you get more perks elsewhere? All I know is that the answer to that is yes. With a big ... beside it. I don't know what the answer is, so don't tell people in the chat, please. But I think the short answer... Whoa! Oh, geez, fire trail. Okay. Thanks. Well, I was gonna dig up, but now we're gonna chill out in here for 30 seconds until we can do that without catching ourselves on fire. While we're here, I will also probably grab some of these wands to heal ourselves a little bit, because we can just throw that one away. No one voted on that one? Oh, fair enough. You still chose it by not choosing. Is the absence of choice still a choice? Alright, let's pick up this wand. For some nice quick heals. And I guess I'll buy this one too. Just to cap us off here. Nice. Alright. Let's get out of here while we have the opportunity. I don't know what I'm stuck on, but there's some little particle of something in there that the game doesn't like me trying to walk through. Yeah, I'm not saying you were trying to spoil, I'm just warning other people. Please don't give the answer if you know, because I don't know. And I am enjoying figuring all the weird stuff in this game out. Alright, so now we're going to the west. We're gonna go try and fight a boss and maybe get some very weird spells. I've only beaten this boss once, so there is a small chance we're gonna get murdered in the attempt, but I think we're powerful enough that we can just kind of blast him into oblivion before he has the chance to do a whole lot to us. So, we'll get over there and take a peek. Oh, hey, health up. Nice. What do we have? Oh no, I'm on the wrong floor. It's actually one floor above. This is the absolutely cursed fungal waste. Right. One more floor up it is. Let's just keep going up then. This time, I think I am going to skip going back into the Holy Mountain, because I want to be on the west side of the other room anyway, so I can just dig straight up and get there. Alright. Now I need to make sure I don't drown myself while I drain this. It's gonna be dark again, by the way. We're kind of messing with the sanctity of the dark room here by draining all the water out the bottom, but it's fine, right? Alright, so we have caused some minor structural damage to what is supposed to be a dark and scary drowny place. Now in here, there is a full heal that we kind of don't want. There's a health up too that we also would like, but I don't know where it is. So rather than mess around with this too much, what I'm gonna do is just go around the top. So we're not gonna worry about going through the inside of it. Those items will still be there if we have the chance to come back in it later, because it's still going to be absolutely pitch dark. Unless short of an actual light source or the all-seeing eye perk, I think, it basically stays in the dark. But since we have absolutely shenanigans digging powers, we can kind of just go over the top of it, and it's going to be nice and light up here, and it can't do anything about it. So... nice try, game. I'm not going in your dark room. I will pass this time. Now we're in the ancient lab, where the wizards are mean. Thankfully, we're also a mean wizard, so we fit right in. Just gotta be a little careful in here, because there are some nasty things we can run into if we are prepared. There's also going to be a lot of potions and things that are constantly in this area because we're blasting lasers and stuff through here wantonly. So we're gonna cause problems. That might be an immortal statue. I don't know exactly what triggers them, but I'm gonna try and avoid it here this time. Okay, we're good. Some of the statues in this place come alive. And I think we can kill them with our luminous drills because they can be basically destroyed by obliterating the parts of them, I think. But I'm not entirely clear. That guy's just invulnerable. Don't love that for us. Okay, well, he was invulnerable, now he's dust. Let's get around here carefully. There's a lot of dangerous goops in here. And we do not want to have a bad time with a dangerous goop. Like the Flamuxium that just flew over there, or the bullet that just flew past us. Don't know what that was, but it was almost a bad time. Let's just blow those up and avoid the statue. Thank you very much. There's a bunch of interesting structures in here. Nasty looking traps and all kinds of different bits and pieces. But we're gonna hopefully just kind of not worry too much about most of them. Is that copper? Yes, it is. I don't know why that guy exploded into copper, but he sure did. Where is this copper coming from? Weird. Why is everything turning into copper? I am unclear. I am unclear as to why this is happening. We must have found some kind of alchemical thing where spirits and something in this area turns into copper dust. Because it's very consistent, and that's very weird. Must be something to do with these laser shooters. I don't know what it would be, but something is making them produce an enormous amount of copper exactly where they are. I'm also a little bit lost in here. I like how, as this wand gets more powerful, the luminous drill that fires out of it makes us go like, when it fires. What is that? Whiskey fumes. I guess something about the whiskey fumes is turning things into copper? I don't know, man. This is what we're here for over this way, I think, though. We're gonna meet a new friend over here, I think. There he is! That did a lot of damage. Ow, 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 ow. He can reflect our shots back at us. Which is the main problem here. Oh, goodness. I don't know what that just did. Please stop. Oh, I'm dead. Darn! So as I warned you, I don't really know what this guy does. And that was the end of us. If you can kill him, he drops some very cool spells, though. And I was hoping I could try and get some of them to show them off here. But that'll have to be for another stream. There are some very nasty baddies hidden in the corners of the world, so... Yeah, I was trying to do that sick, I'm just wasn't thinking very well, I think. That was just a skill issue, really. I was trying to plant the spirits on him, but what scared me, the reason I panicked, is because when I turned the corner here and saw the masters over there, this guy, I was getting worried and did things I should not have. But anyway, I hope you had a good time in the stream with us here today, messing around. Glad we got a good run out of it at least. Got to go back and mess with some stuff and show off a boss I haven't shown on stream before. Probably next time I go to try to do some of this, I'm going to try and save a teleport bolt in our inventory so I can get around faster. We're trying to go back through the whole world again. But we got some fun stuff going in this one, so I hope you had a good time with it, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.